This is the story of Chinese businessman Wan Longdong, who, while in London, visited the First Bank of Fergie to inquire about a loan.
Yes, well, Mr. Dong, it says here on your application that you manage supplies for a large office firm in Beijing.
That is correct.
I see. Well, perhaps you could tell me a little bit about your position.
Sure. Wrong Dong, wait until all employees out for egg for young, then Wrong Dong hide in closet. And all employees start looking for me. Then call, Wrong Dong! Wrong Dong! Where are you?
I say, you condone such juvenile sophomoric behavior? How does hiding on your subordinates constitute your position?
Wow, that's very good question. Good question. When someone open closet door, Wrong Dong switch on lights and yell, supplies!
Well, Wan Longdong of the banker struck a deal, and before he left, he asked to have some Chinese yens or francs or shekels or whatever the penny is with Deng's picture on it. Yeah. He has to have some of that Chinese currency exchanged to English pounds for the duration of his stay. And then Longdong was on his way. Well, sir, the next day, Longdong approached the loan officer and asked to have more currency exchanged, which the banker quickly transacted. But as Longdong was preparing to leave, he noticed he'd been shortchanged.
Hey! Hold on there! Yesterday, I give you Chinese money. You give me 20 pounds. But today, I give you same Chinese money. You only give Wrong Dog 18 pounds. What gives, Mr. Mooney?
The stone-faced banker tediously replied,
Mr. Dong,
Yes?
please. You have to allow for the world currency market changes.
The Chinese businessman just stared. Finally, the banker made a snitty face and retorted,
I can't help it, you know. Fluctuations.
The businessman exploded with rage.
Fluctuations?
Oh, no.
Ha! Fluctuations!
A swing and a drive into the gap in left center field. And up against the fence. This could do it. Being waved home is Gwynn. They got a play to Rodriguez. Safe! Safe! And the 6-game drought is over for the National League.
Let's go right to the phones.
All righty.
888-570-1015. Direct connect here to KGB. Maureen, who is that?
I don't know. Could it be Bob Costas?
Is it Bob Costas?
Why, yes, it is. And Dave,
Oh, here it comes.
you know, I was looking forward to a spirited round of mystery guest, but instead I'm told by Jason, the crack producer, that first you gave it away on the air 10 minutes ago. Then you played all those Tony Gwynn-related highlights, which pretty much blew the entire game. So I can only say, in the immortal words of the foul-mouthed dummy Bobby,
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, precision.
you know what's the thing I love about the foul-mouthed dummy Bobby?
Yes.
The dummy's name is Bobby, the ventriloquist's name is Zippy.
That's right.
That's a little nuance that very few people pick up on, except for me and my son Keith, who are devotees of the best of Dave, Shelley, and Chainsaw.
Miss Christina drives a 944.
Got a lot to do today here on this Wednesday morning edition of the DSC. As always, we plan to do some healing from Sometimes the Reverend gets too busy. But we plan on visiting with you on the Broadcast Confessional today. Wednesdays for the next couple of weeks, Jokes Gone Wild.
Oh, no.
We bring back jokes that have since been banned, bricked over in the joke catacombs, never to see the light of air again. Oh, it'll be bleeped and censored like crazy when we play it on the radio, but it is available for you to listen via the podcasting, courtesy of Honda and Mazda of Escondido, the Escondido Auto Park. Just remember, you can't unhear it.
Yeah, it'll take your head off.
That was the famous line that was uttered on our inaugural week of Jokes Gone Wild last week, when we debuted with Sandpaper Sammy, and we may have peaked. I may have pulled out my best pitch.
Yeah, you started with the gold medal winner.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
Oh, there are plenty in there, David.
Sandpaper Sammy. Sandpaper Sammy gets retired from podcasting today, and we'll bring you a newbie.
Will there be any nuns involved?
Oh, I hope so. Just remember, you can't unhear
That's
it.
right.
I don't want to hear any crying when you come to me. When you make the effort to go hear it, don't come crying to me that your life has been forever changed in a very, very bad way.
You've been warned.
Also this morning, a startling revelation that was made to me in a moment of vulnerability from my lady friend last night. My lady friend. How
This will be interesting.
a little secret slipped out.
Oh.
Yes. And also this morning, how Emily desperately tried to humiliate me in a big meeting yesterday in the office, and how that turned around on her.
Oh, love it.
And you know, Ruth is all giddy today,
Oh, yeah.
aren't you?
Why?
Who died?
They ate one last night. By the skin of their teeth.
Dallas died.
Huh?
Dallas died.
Yeah, oh, they didn't die.
Not yet.
Is the Heat going to make a run at being only the third team in NBA history to come back from this kind of a setback?
Oh, yeah.
Or
Say it ain't so. That's all coming up this morning for you here, the Dave Shelley and Chainsaw Radio Show. We are on KGB San Diego, KTMQ Temecula. Looking ahead to this week, writers are already been busy penning the Miss World Class Bromo Brain Ball.
oh,
Chainsaw's next, the DSE. It's been around long enough for everyone to know about it. I'm talking about the LASIK procedure you can have done on your eyes. No one's going, what? I never heard of such a thing before. There's no need for you to keep strapping those glasses on your face, and there's no need to keep up with a hassle of contact lenses and wetting solutions and putting that thing in your eye and all that other stuff. There may be one nagging consideration left, and if that is the case, I'm going to guess it is that you are freaked out about the idea of someone working on your eyes. Now, if that's the case, Dr. David Shanslin is the guy for you. He works at the UCSD Shiley Eye Center, and I took Nicole over there to get her eyes done, and she was into it. She was ready to go. Done. Had it up to here with contacts. Didn't want glasses anymore. They just don't look that good, honestly. It's a shame to have to put glasses on a hottie like that. but freaked out about having someone work on her eyes. Well, this guy, Dr. Shanslin, is so reassuring, so calming, so relaxing, you'll be ready to have it done. What a great idea for Father's Day or graduation. Here's his telephone number, 877-921-EYES. That's 877-921-EYES, or go to ShileyLasik.com. Let's do it. KGB and Q103. Now exclusive sports, the chainsaw.
Come on.
Here on the DSC and Good morning.
Well, good morning, and thank you very much. Dave Woodward, Shelley Dunn, Chris Boyer, Ruth, 66. Hello again, everybody. In the sports world, in the 37-year history of Padres baseball, no player has ever hit for the cycle, a single, double, triple, and home run in the same game. Last night, during the Padres' 9-1 shellacking of the Dodgers at Petco, Padres center fielder Mike Cameron completed the toughest three components early: a double, a triple, and this.
Oh, there it is. Gone! Hey, he needs only a single for the cycle now, baby!
Come on!
Whose chopper is this?
Yeah!
Go with your bad self. 3-run shot.
Right on. Needing only a single in the seventh inning, Mike Cameron, faced Odalis Perez with runners at the corners. Here we go.
Fans would love to see it done. All right, ball 4.
Oh, Tony and Matt with a call on Channel 4. He did get to first on the walk. Can we call it a soft cycle?
No.
All right. Still, never a cycle in Padre history. With the win, the Padres are now 2 games out of first place, which the Dodgers now share with Arizona. Padres-Dodgers encore tonight at the Friendly Canines. First pitch, 7:05 at Petco Park on Channel 4.
Is it the most difficult sports record to achieve, do you think?
It is by a Padre. I would say a perfect game or a no-hitter. I would have to look at the list, the numbers. How many times have players hit for the cycle, and how many no-hitters are there?
Do the Padres have a no-hitter on the franchise?
No. Those are 2 things that the Padres don't have.
We ought to have one of these by now.
You'd think.
Team that's 30-some-odd years old.
That's right. It's kind of funny, and it's unlikely.
Been elusive.
Yes, it is. It's been very elusive. Chris Young went into the 8th inning the other day with a no-hitter going, and several Padres have gone into the 8th and 9th innings. So
yeah. I remember years ago watching Andy Ashby get that close to it.
Yep, and Bennis got close, so... And with major injuries to his face, suffered when he flew off his motorcycle and into a car's windshield, Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback Ben Roethlisberger will likely play this season. This, according to the latest medical reports, Roethlisberger might be released from the hospital by the weekend. Sadly, however, the windshield will not recover. Although its pieces on eBay could set the all-time record for shards at auction. Not to be confused with... Meanwhile, in the National...
But you grow up, that's when you learn people have no common sense. It's unbelievable. I'm in the bank the other day, this guy taps me on the shoulder. He's like, "Excuse me, is this the end of the line?" I said, "No, moron, it's the front. We're all standing backwards." It's a brand new thing in banking. Haven't you heard about it yet? People do stuff like, I love when I see somebody sneeze into a napkin, they stand and look at it. Like it's a Picasso painting, you know? People do it. You ever notice someone hits an elevator button, if it don't come down right away, they start banging on it. Like the elevator's going, "Oh, we better move now, huh? Coffee break's over." I call the telephone company. I want to make a collect phone call. They go, "Person to person, no Bigfoot to ET."
Football Association. Just when you think you've seen it all, Shaquille O'Neal made 2 clutch free throws to pull the Miami Heat within 3 points with 2:49 to go. Minutes later, Emily Jane McGuire's old Seattle buddy, Gary Payton.
Oh, he was so nice when he came into the studio.
He hit the game winner.
He hit the game winner.
5 to shoot.
Williams feeds it to Peyton off to the right. Long jumper by Peyton. Good! At the shot clock buzzer, Gary Peyton with a cold-blooded jumper on the right wing.
The right wing. Well, Shelley didn't watch. Anyway, thanks mostly to 42 points from the amazing Dwayne Wade, Miami overcomes a 12-point deficit to win 98-96, avoid the 3-zip hole, and now trails Dallas 2-1 with Game 4 tomorrow in Miami.
Yes.
In the Stanley Cup Finals, Carolina can finish off Edmonton tonight, leading 3-1. First puck, 5 o'clock our time on NBC Cable 739. In other sports, David.
Had a little meeting yesterday in the office, little personnel thing going on yesterday. We were all there.
Yep.
And I don't think you picked up on what happened, and I'm going to tell a little story about how Emily desperately tried to humiliate me.
I saw something going
on. Why do you
on.
shake your head like that?
Should
I
know
was
better.
not trying
That's
to humiliate
so
you.
not true.
I was not.
Oh, so you're a liar and a humiliator. I said, okay. Oh, I'll tell you all about it. And you can object anytime you want, Emily. The liar.
Oh, no.
I'll tell you how that went. Coming up next year.
This could get dicey, sports fans. Don't go away. It is 6:31 and 2 seconds. This is your 101.5 KGB Sports Network. Oh, wow.
Chainsaw brought to you by Hip Marine. San Diego's favorite boat dealership. Stop by Hip Marine between now and Father's Day for fantastic savings on wakeboard, deck, fishing, and so many more kinds of boats. Hip Marine's annual Father's Day sale. It's in Kearney Mesa, right off the 163. One for the office worker this morning.
My job is stupid. My days are bored. Inside this office, from 8 till 4, well, nothing ever happens. My life is pretty bland. Pretending that I'm working, pray I don't get canned. My cubicle, my cubicle, it's one of 62. It's my small space in a crowded place. Just a 6x6 boardroom. And I hate it, that's the truth. Well, I give a sigh as the boss walks by. No one ever talks to me or looks me in the eye, and I'm really shook work, but instead I just sit here and surf the internet in my cubicle, my cubicle. It doesn't have a view. It's my small space in a crowded place. I sit inside there too, and sometimes I sit here nude.
Just a little Misery Loves Company set the music for you. You're getting over the hump today? Dave Shelley and Chainsaw Radio Show. Thanks for switching us on. Jokes Gone Wild. New installment. Just remember, you can't unhear it. Your life will be forever changed. So we had some fun yesterday. We don't have a lot of meetings here at the Dave Shelley and Chainsaw Show, and that is by design. That's on purpose. Some people would say, oh, you don't have meetings because they're boring. You don't have meetings because people come up with extra work for you. No, we don't have meetings because we're stupid.
No, we don't have meetings because we're smart.
We just don't have anything to talk about.
We talked for 4 hours.
We just finished talking for 4 hours. I got nothing else to say.
This is our meeting here.
I go home, I'm a mime.
Exactly.
For the rest of the day. Get in my
Trapped in
glass
a
box.
Right.
But we did have a meeting yesterday. Had a little personnel thing going on. We were actually doing a little job interview thing yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not unusual for me to be very hungry the end of a workday.
I think we all are.
There's no cafeteria here.
Right.
There's no place to go and get food. There is a candy machine, and all it has in it is poison.
Right. Exactly. It's a poison that's been there a long time.
More sugar.
Poison whose shelf life has already expired.
It's like being out in a life raft and there's all this water around you and you're really thirsty.
Yes.
Don't drink it!
Every once in a while, I poison myself, but yesterday was another day. I went out there and I stood there, and I think probably 2 or 3 times a week, I'd go and stand in front of that vending machine, hoping that there'd be something decent inside there.
Right.
But it's nothing but Zagnet bars and black chuckles. It's the world's
Yummy.
worst cast-off candy.
Huh.
It's all poison.
Well,
I have some organic food bars from Henry's, David.
And all these chuckleheads have are their protein bars.
I've got a paleo bar.
No thanks.
Nick's Berry.
I got a cardboard box over here. I got the UT. I'll just eat that.
Paleo bar. How nice. It's made out of dinosaur meat.
David. So I'm starving. We're having this meeting. We're about halfway through it. And it's always such a delight when your stomach lets out the slightest little rumble.
I did hear it across the room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The internal passing of gas. It's highly humiliating.
It's lovely.
Whatever. My stomach growled.
Yeah.
And I would consider it less embarrassing than farting.
Well, you contained the stank inside.
Thank you, Chainsaw.
I'm helping.
Quite the assist
What
over
are you
here.
saying he's full of, Chainsaw? Huh.
My stomach growls. I'm hungry.
Yeah.
And, you're hoping no one heard it.
Well,
they heard it.
No one said anything.
Well, no. We're trying
If you
to be
heard it, I
polite.
didn't know it.
Right.
Except for Emily,
Yeah.
who snaps her head with JFK in Dallas-like precision and puts her head right down looking at my stomach, almost close enough to the point where he had to get married yesterday.
Yeah, I noticed that, too.
Going,
It's very interesting.
Are you okay?
Well, that's her favorite spot,
Are you?
That's what I hear.
I mean,
Are you bruised anywhere?
moves all the way down right in front of my stomach. So, to make it quite obvious that not only did she hear,
Right.
not only was she startled, not
Right.
only was she alarmed, but then barks out, "Are you okay?" Like something grievous had happened to me. Thanks, Emily. I'm fine. I'm just hungry. Maybe I could eat the great big zit on your head.
That is what you said to shut me up.
Return fire.
Yeah, with a napalm bomb.
No.
With an atom bomb.
Well, that's the art of warfare.
And
according to
that's
Richards.
it. You know what? I'm just going to mind my way. I'm a peaceful person. But if you lob a shot off my bow, I'm going to finish the war right then and there.
And we're conducting an interview at this time, and we're asking the young person the questions, and he answered the question, and he's looking over, and these two kids
Yeah.
are going off.
Yeah.
And 30 seconds later, Dave asked the same question.
Oh.
That the young man.
Which one was that?
What are your other
Sean.
jobs? Wasn't that it, the question?
Yeah.
Was it what are your other, or what do you want? Or
Yeah, what are your other jobs right now? And he listed all the other jobs.
Again.
And we're looking at these two kids in the back of the class who
Yes.
needed to go to the principal's office immediately.
Yes, it was very upsetting for straight-laced Chainsaw, who
Extremely upset.
Trying to conduct
one
an
time in
interview.
15 years decided to be serious. Trying to conduct an interview.
It was the second time, David.
So it was an attempt on Emily to kick me when I was vulnerable.
I was not.
Emily, you don't do that. You just don't do it because
You
just
kick him when he's not
Are you going to
vulnerable.
pretend like you cared?
I was concerned.
You were not. Who gets concerned about someone's stomach growling?
You don't rat out the king rat. You're going to get crushed.
What are you, a Dixie chick? Come on. I mean, really.
When will she ever learn?
Oh, God.
When will she ever? When will she ever learn?
Oh, God.
When will she ever? When will she ever learn?
Oh, God.
When will she
person get the job?
Grow up, Ruth.
Right, it's Ruth.
Did you give him the job?
We haven't decided what we're doing yet.
Yeah.
For me, the greatest accomplishment yesterday was accepting Emily's little pop gun shot and returning with a 500-pound daisy cutter.
Never give up the competition.
Just
Never.
hungry, Emily. Maybe I'll eat that gigantic shit on your head that you grew just in time for the movie shoot.
Yeah, I was pretty happy about that.
And Pat, he said, let me focus in, and he zoomed right in on it. Pulled back.
Oh, that's got to be in the blooper reel.
He couldn't see it from there.
That's got to be on the blooper reel. I'd love to see that.
Oh.
Never going to be concerned about your well-being again.
Like you were.
Yeah, I was more startled at first. It was all quiet in the room. And
It was.
Oh, he scared you.
I have a very healthy appetite.
Did you get something to eat?
Yeah.
Good.
Good thing I didn't go after Emily's zit, though. There's no way I would have been able to finish that. It's leftovers for sure.
I'm not going to mess with anybody can eat that much zit.
You've already leveled the earth, and now you're going
No
back.
kidding. Scorched earth.
Hey, I know how to treat a lady.
All the good ones are taken.
Emily, you going out to Sleep Train today?
Why, no?
Figured you were going out to buy a new bed for your new zit.
The war's over.
No way, both of you are getting into king sizes. The war's over? I'm sorry. Have we agreed to some sort of
There
peace
was a
talk?
peace accord. Come
Oh, okay.
on. You're the liberator. They're throwing flowers into the street. Accept it.
This is a great time to be shopping at Sleep Train. 21st anniversary. And on your good credit right now, they say, worry about that bill sometime, I don't know, in 2010.
Does it have good credit? You have to get the biggest social security number.
I know it's got its own TRW at this point.
Although you can't write it off as a dependent on your 2007 return.
Poor Emily.
Oh, yeah, poor Emily, who started another fight. Poor Emily. Poor Emily. Oh, she made a nasty comment today? F him, who cares?
Just grow up.
That's right, 48 months, no down payment, no interest. Sleep Train San Diego, you're shopping for the best beds in the business, the top names all under one roof. In fact, Sleep Train is the only place on the West Coast where you can do that kind of comparison shopping. Go anyplace else, you're gypping yourself. Are you going to get the lowest guaranteed price? Well, I don't know. Not if you don't go to Sleep Train, you're in dire jeopardy, folks. Free same-day delivery, free setup of your brand new bed. They'll even take the old one away. And now 48 months. Interest-free sleeping. Sleep Train San Diego, your ticket too. Better night's sleep. Ruth, were you so excited watching that game last night?
Yes.
What started out as a ho-hum year in the NBA is really winding down in a fun way, huh?
Yeah, it was. But the fourth quarter was so emotionally draining, I couldn't handle it. Another 5 minutes of overtime. I'm so glad they got it done. Up and down, back and forth.
What was your night like last night? Did you make dinner and sit down and watch that game, or
I
what?
was almost crying. Oh my God, they're not going to make it. Oh, please. And then all of a sudden, Gary Payton, boom, hits that big one and the momentum finish. It's awesome.
Your neighbors know you're watching, don't they?
Well, they watch too.
Oh, okay. So everyone's screaming at the TV.
Yeah.
Oh.
How does it feel now?
It was like a great big whew. Made it.
So, a moment of revelation yesterday at my house.
Oh, yeah?
We're out in the backyard last night bouncing the basketball back and forth. And my kids cannot throw a ball. They just can't do it.
Well, they're girls.
Carly in particular, if you go after Carly, she employs the method of fall down and play dead.
That's what I do. Yeah.
She does.
Yeah.
She drops whatever she's doing. I mean, if you go after her in anything, if you're just going after her to like wrestle her, if you're going after her to get the ball out of her hands, she just falls. She drops. It's like a gravity storm.
It's a good
Boy,
strategy.
she could make a good soccer player.
She just drops. And so we were having like just a little 2-on-2 kind of, get the basketball away from the other person last night. Me, Carly, Allie, and Nicole. And every time Carly got the ball, she fancied herself this ghetto rap dribbler. Seriously, about a dozen times. She goes, look, seriously, don't I look ghetto rap? And she'd like dribble once and it'd go off her foot and bounce into the pool. It's like, yeah.
I didn't know Poundway had a ghetto.
Well, they've got a Bono.
So anyway, I went after her. And we're throwing the ball back and forth, and she's trying to get it over to Nicole. And so she throws the ball completely off target. And I turned to watch it, and I knew exactly what was going to happen. Nicole makes a move for the ball as it's in air. And I see the ball going for the steps. And I know exactly what's going to happen. I can see it in slow motion.
Right.
The whole Chariots of Fire music is playing in my head as I see it. The ball is not going to hit the ground and bounce away. It's going to hit the corner of the step and bounce right into Nicole's head.
Right.
And sure enough, that's what happened.
Yeah.
It hit the corner of the step, bounced off at a perfect 45-degree angle, and caught her right in the side of the jaw.
Ah.
And
Oh, sorry for you, buddy.
yeah, tell me about it. You know how you can hyperextend your knee and stuff? I swear I think she hyperextended her jaw last night. 'Cause she heard this thing go pop in her jaw.
In her head. Oh,
that's bad.
And it freaked her out.
Yeah, sure.
So I'm talking to her, trying to calm her down because she's freaked out. And I'm like, well, look, you can move your jaw and everything. I think you're all right, really. Seriously. It's probably going to be sore. But I think it just caught you at a vulnerable moment and it really flexed you. And that's when she goes, well, it just freaks me out because it feels like it did when I wrecked my boyfriend's truck.
What?
Oh! Wait a minute.
Whoa!
All engines stop.
What?
All engines stop. Now, not everyone knows. And I don't know if I've even told the story, but on our second date, she crashed my car.
I know.
A car that I had to get rid of, by the way, because it never worked right.
You couldn't be fixed.
After that.
Right.
My God.
Yeah.
But you proclaimed her a really good driver.
No, I didn't.
Well, you did. You said that girl can drive.
No,
right up until she can.
Until she can.
Right up until she can.
Right.
Now, mind you, remember, we came off this past weekend where I let her drive the rest of the way into Palm Springs.
Right.
And I cried like a little old lady all the way there because of my terror.
Right.
And she got really annoyed with me because one of the things that she really prides about herself are her driving abilities.
Oh, good.
And I keep pointing out to her, yeah, but remember, I've been there when you crashed my car.
Right.
Now, last night, I find out this is kind of a pattern of hers. In kind of
a serial car character.
It was in one of those whoops, I didn't mean for that to get out moment. She says to me, it feels like when I crashed my boyfriend's truck.
Huh.
Oh.
What's the story on that? How long ago was that? How long has it been going on?
I don't know. I don't know how long ago it was.
Wow.
But apparently they had just begun dating. And she crushed his truck. And she's telling me the whole story, and I think this is just such a great story. Because much like with me, I mean, it was our second date.
Right.
And she crashed my car. This was her first day at work for an auto body repair shop.
Oh, no.
Her first day.
Yeah.
And she had to be towed back to work.
Oh.
And I immediately looked at her, and I mean, there were so many things going through my head. Like, well, number one, that's a great bit. I got to talk about that tomorrow.
Absolutely.
Number two, you're a serial boyfriend car wrecker.
Some people break up with her for that.
Yeah. But,
Well, that guy's no longer with her.
Sometimes when your house is on fire, you think to yourself, well, it's an accident.
Well, now, when your boyfriend set your house on fire, you were well into your relationship with
Exactly.
him. You were years into it. This was our second date.
Yeah.
Wrecked my car that I had to get rid of. Now, you know, there's other minor details involved in that, but it would just be serial filler and probably boring to you
Well, maybe try us.
to hear all that stuff.
It's better to blame the entire thing on
Sure,
her.
absolutely.
Easier.
Yeah.
I'm just cutting to the chase.
Right.
And apparently she hasn't gotten any better. You've driven with her just last weekend.
Well, she didn't crash.
Close.
No.
I mean, if you're on the edge of the seat and you're
You can't say close.
wincing.
You either do or you don't. You know, you got here
He
to
was
work
just
today.
frightened because he was not in control of the vehicle, which he normally is.
He was
and they were
frightened
going down a mountain.
Then we were drifting down the 74.
She has a reputation.
Sideways slide in a Yukon. That's always good. So,
But you are the one who gave her the keys.
yeah, it's my fault, Shelley. Thank you. All right, girls stick up for each other.
See,
My-
once again, a woman likes to see a man in pain.
Anyway, so the question I ask you is, how did you screw it up on your first day at work? And I don't think anyone's going to beat her.
No.
I don't think anyone can beat that one. She's working for an auto body repair shop, and she wrecked the company car and had to be towed home on her first day.
Pretty embarrassing.
Anyone going to beat that? Anyone here got a first day, blew it?
Yeah.
Chainsaw?
Yeah.
What?
First record I played at K-Fog was a 33 album.
Yeah.
Played it at 45.
Cool.
First record. Good morning, everybody.
Hey, Jude.
Hey, Jude. The little kid's going 33. What?
I know.
45.
I know.
When is he taking to me?
Didn't you have a Gary Wright song?
Dream Wiener.
Yeah.
Is how I described it.
Good
First
boy.
song. Not on purpose.
Close enough.
But you went on to become a legendary personality in that market.
Thank you very much. No, Notorious is more like it.
Oh, well, you got a lot of, print. You got ink.
Well, at least it turned into a long, prosperous 8-day career for you.
Yes, it was.
Hello, Sean. You're on the DSC. Did you stink it up on your first day at work?
I didn't even make it to my first day at work.
Why? What happened?
I went out after one of the businesses I worked for closed. I got a job at a place that supplied to the business where I had worked. We sold paint, and went out and celebrated a bit. Wound up after a scuffle in a bar in jail. Had to call my new boss from the drunk tank and say I might be a little late. And what was cool about it was this guy was very laid back. He's like, well, when do you think he'll make it? And I told him they'll probably let me out after 24 hours. Okay, show up at 6 a.m. tomorrow. When I did, they had put little gray bars on the office window. They had a lot of fun with it.
Thank you, Sean.
You betcha.
Is that her? She wants to go on the air?
Yeah.
Does she know what she's in for?
Yeah, she's going to learn.
Does she understand how this system works?
Well, let's find out.
Did you encourage her to go on the air?
No.
Liar.
All right.
What's up, kitten?
Hi, honey.
Hi. You wanted
It
to...
wasn't a company car.
Well, no, it was your boyfriend's truck, right?
Yeah, it wasn't a company car.
Did he work there?
Oh, sorry, Dave. You were totally wrong.
Well.
The story is completely invalidated.
That did make it worse.
And when we were talking about this last night, she's like, oh, God. Boyer is going to have a field day with this.
Oh. Well, I know how he is with my stuff.
Yes.
Who?
What was that?
Oh, for 2. I mean, I've got 500,000 miles that I've driven, and I haven't smashed one up.
There's only 2 accidents I've been in that I've caused, and those are the 2.
Oh.
And for the record, Dave lemon lawed that car, and it had nothing to do with me.
So we think.
I didn't wreck the roof.
I'm just saying, after you crashed that car, it never worked right again, and I had to get rid of it.
Unibody car bent it up, the roof wouldn't work right.
I don't know. I mean, that is true, isn't it, baby?
No, honey, it was the roof that was broken. You lemon lawed that car. It had nothing to do with the suspension that I happened to, bend a little
Turn
bit.
into a pretzel?
By bend a little bit, Nicole, what do you how did that happen?
One wheel turning right, the other one turning left.
Oh.
It's perfect for indecisive drivers.
It just kind of rubbed on the underneath of a curb a little.
Rubbed on it?
Rubbed,
gently rubbed.
smashed.
Like a massage?
Crushed into disfigurement, whatever. You know. It was fine as long as you, if you wanted to drive that car, it was fine as long as you didn't want to exceed 2 miles per hour. Because once you passed 2 miles an hour,
What
it would go.
It was pretty bad, you guys.
That might be your perfect car, Nicole. It'll keep you out of trouble.
Slow you down a little bit.
All right.
Well, I keep inviting Parnelli out to race with us on Wednesday. So far, I haven't seen her.
I think you're going to win this contest. I don't think anyone's going to be able to beat that.
I don't think there's a bid here because really, you kind of locked it up.
I'm working on my first day at the auto body shop.
Yeah.
I just wrecked the truck. I need a tow back to work.
Do I still get the company discount?
I got him a good job.
Cost plus 10, right?
Now, what were you saying? This dude wasn't even in town at the time, and he had to keep hearing from guys at work how bad it was?
He had to hear from me for a week about his truck and how it was all smashed. And it was pretty bad.
Oh, no.
And it was years ago. It was like 10 or 12 years ago.
Yeah.
Years.
Years and years and years ago.
All right, OJ.
Thanks, baby.
Bye, guys.
See you later. All right, how did you screw it up on your first day at work? Hey, maybe I'm taking home these journey tickets. What do we have? What do we have for the best story today, Emily? Best story on how you screwed it up your first day at work.
Are you okay?
A little hungry. Can we send someone out for food?
Got some right here on my forehead. We have tickets to Satisfaction, a Rolling Stones experience at Squan. And we can also throw in tickets to the fair.
Right on. Love it. Some great tickets for you. If you got the best story on how you blew it on your first day at work, 888-570-1015. You're on the radio next year. It's the KGB and Q103. How did you screw it up on your first day at work? So far, Nicole is winning. So far, it looks like I'm going to the fair.
Yeah.
Well, if she'll take me.
You should drive. Take a cab.
(888-570-1015) Direct Connect. How did you screw it up on your first day? It's got to be first day.
Right.
Got to be first day. If it's third day, it doesn't count. Don't want to hear it. Call Kixie. First day at work. Dwayne, you screwed it up. Let's hear it. You're on the KGB.
Hey, how you doing, Dave?
Tip top better now that you're on the show. Talk to me.
Yeah, well, I got a job. I was 17, fresh out of high school, and a family friend got me a job working with his wife, making phone books for, like, Air Force bases and places in Alaska. It was crazy.
Lucky.
But I was going to be in charge of filing all their old account paperwork and stuff. They had a bunch of boxes up inside of the rafters, and I figured I'd try to go for moving a lot in one day, and I moved like 4 boxes. I was carrying them, probably 4 50-pound boxes, and I was up in the rafters, and I lost my balance, and I dropped 2 of the boxes right through a tile roof right to the boss's office.
Oh, my God.
They sent me out for lunch, and when I came back, they gave me a check and told me to go home.
Oh.
So that was bad.
We got numbers on everybody here, Emily?
Yes, sir.
All right. Thanks, Dwayne. We'll put you on the list, okay?
All right, take care.
You got fired.
That's bad.
Nicole at least kept her job.
That's right.
Yeah.
She's bringing in work.
Aaron.
Devious plan.
Quick, Nicole,
but
go
good.
break up and find somebody else.
Oh, I know this DJ.
You're right.
Aaron, you're on the DSC. What's going on?
Hey, Dave, what's up?
Talking to you.
It was about 20-some-odd years ago, and I was driving my first day. I was going to be a delivery driver for my uncle's print shop.
Yeah.
And I missed the turnoff on Miramar Road, so I made a U-turn, an illegal U-turn, and I was pulling into the shop right in front of my work, where I was going to work, and I got a ticket.
Oh. Cops right there, lights going, right in front of everybody, huh?
First day, man, I walked in there, and I said, I just got a ticket. And then she goes, well, it was for my uncle, and he goes, you're going to be my delivery driver? So needless to say, I didn't get fired or nothing. I kept the job for like 9 some odd years and stuff, but I just couldn't believe it. First day.
All right. Thank you.
All right, thanks.
See ya. Ruth, you got a first day at work screw up?
Yes, I do.
Tell me.
When I was, I think I was like 17 or 18.
No, I think we were 16.
And I was living at the shore, spending the summer at the shore.
Oh, you're going to tell the waitress story, aren't you?
Beaches. Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. That was a good one.
Well, actually,
You and Springsteen, huh? Was he a client? Or John Bon Jovi?
this was before all that kind of stuff.
Is this the one where we got sent home to change our clothes?
Yeah.
I love this story.
President Garfield was actually.
Can I tell it?
Yeah, go ahead.
We got sent home to change clothes.
Uh-huh.
Because I wore pants. I was a restaurant hostess. They sent me home because they wanted me to wear a dress. And I took the bus.
I know.
And I took forever, like I always do.
Well, the bus took forever.
Yeah. And the waitresses kept going on breaks and not telling me, so they all yelled at me for sitting people in their sections. And then I was told to clear the boss's table. And I spilled a bunch of cigarette butts at his lap. Good times.
And he told me to go home.
Good times.
Get out.
I love that story.
Don't come back.
And I didn't.
That's true, I didn't.
So I decided, well, I better be a hooker. That's how it all happened.
I think I got a job at a commercial laundromat.
I don't remember. I did a lot of drugs.
It was really, really hot.
Is that what drove you to drugs?
No, but that's where I met my first lesbian, though.
Ugh. Okay.
What was her name again?
Debbie.
Consuelo?
Oh, Debbie.
She was a nice Jewish girl.
Debbie! You did it, Debbie! From Joycey named Debbie over here. Debbie!
I can't believe you did a Debbie.
In a laundromat.
Oh, well,
I can't believe there's a Debbie lesbian.
I didn't did her.
Huh?
I didn't do her.
Oh,
We were friends.
big deal. That was going to be a good story.
I didn't even have a clue about that stuff back then.
Doing Debbie up against the dry cleaning bin.
Yes.
Not that I didn't want to.
Spin cycle.
All right, Mary, you're on the DSC. What's going on?
Hi.
Hi.
I am on my first day of work when I was about 21 years old. I was just hired as an administrative secretary for a hospital. And my first assignment was to go and pick up my boss at the LA airport. And they wanted me to take his car because they just had it redone. He just had it painted and stuff, and it was his baby. Well, somewhere along the way, right around the airport, I had to make a quick left-hand turn, and I high-centered his car on the island. They had to call us.
Was he in it? Was he in the car?
Pardon me?
Was he in the car?
No, I didn't even get to pick him up yet.
Yeah.
I wasn't even there.
Yeah.
Did you make it to pick him up?
No, they had to call a tow truck to get it off.
And what was your fate?
My fate, you know what? He was the nicest boss in the world. I worked for him for 6 years.
So he didn't fire you for that?
No, he didn't fire me.
I like the way she put
it was
that.
pretty bad.
I had to make a quick left turn. She had no choice.
Thank you, Mary.
Okay.
See you later. Doug, you're on the DSC. What's going on?
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, Dave.
Yeah.
I was in the radio business, and I got my first job doing overnights. Just get started. I'm ready to go.
Where?
A little station in San Diego, little bitty station that used to be around. It's not around anymore.
Which one?
We're not gonna name it.
Cabin.
The cabin. Yeah.
The so anyway, I'm doing overnight. Yeah. Big story. Yahoo.
Yeah, KBN. Good morning.
Hey,
Non-stop.
More wattage in a light bulb than that station had.
Oh, no.
Anyway, so I'm on the air. I backsell my first two songs. I'm getting ready to front sell my next two songs. I go into them. I'm supposed to read a PSA. I look down and I go, oh, shit. I forgot to read the effing, but I didn't say effing, PSA. That wasn't the bad part. I looked down, and my mic's still on and potted up.
So you dropped an S and an F-bomb
I
in
dropped
one...
an F and an S-bomb right away, and a GD on top of it.
Hey.
So I'm thinking, oh, no. Well, every time the mic's open, you're getting air checked.
That means there's a tape going.
All week looking at the program director. Yeah. Waiting for him to say, okay, come in here.
What was the program director's name?
Kerry McGurk.
Is that an air name?
Yeah!
Kerry McGurk.
Kerry McGurk! Good morning! It's the Kerry McGurk Morning Zoo on the Stabbing Cavern movie.
Yeah, Kerry McGurk, while you're at work. You can work here.
Kerry McGurk, get you to work. The Stabbing Cavern at 7:16. 16 after 7:44 shy. Ring the clock. Good morning, everybody. WKBN.
Yeah, small market radio.
Roll down the windows and turn it up. It's AM 79,000. What kind of music were you playing?
Soft hits and easy oldies.
Yeah.
Quickly.
Soft hits. Lionel Richie on the Cavern.
No, if you say it over and over, you'll get the gist.
Smokey Robinson's coming your way at the cabin. Good morning.
Anyway, shot myself in the foot the first night. First time I hit the air.
That's a toughie. Did you keep the job?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, for a while.
That means nobody else would go there to take it.
That's right. Nobody wanted to drive that far.
What do you do now, Doug?
I'm back in the building business.
In the building business?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody in radio for a guy like me.
Thanks, Doug.
All right.
See you later, buddy. Kerry McGurk, good morning. Now 7:17. Whole minute has gone by since I told you it was 7:16. 7:17, 17 after 7 o'clock. 43 till we get to the big Ocho hour. Good morning. It's Triple Chat. Beautiful day outside. Get out there to enjoy it. We will continue looking for the best story on how you blew it on day one at your job. 888-570-1015. Standby Chainsaw Sports. Cocked. Locked. Rocks. Next.
To help Super Lotto Plus players imagine what a buck could do, the California Lottery presents the peaceful sounds of a Hawaiian waterfall. Yep, it's just one of the millions of things you could experience with your millions. So buy a ticket. Then watch the drawing on Wednesdays and Saturdays and you can win over $60 million. Super Lotto Plus. Imagine what a buck could do.
We are racing today at Miramar Speed Circuit. Come on out and join us. You want to? Go to 101kgb.com. Get registered to come racing on Wednesdays. It's sponsored by Napa Auto Parts, your place to get the good stuff.
Hey, Ernie, you're on KGB and Q103. What's going on?
Good morning, Dave. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you, buddy?
Great.
We're looking for the person who screwed it up the best on first day at work.
Well, my best friend for 20-some-odd years was the youngest manager up at a bank up in Orange County. And the very first day at work, he thought he'd make a professional appearance and walked in, and a gentleman was walking out of his bank, and he opened the door for him and said, "Thank you, sir. Have a nice day." And the guy left, and he walked in, and all of the employees were looking at him, frozen, and a couple of them with their hands up. And he had just let the guy who just robbed his bank out the door and said, "Thank you, and have a nice day."
Thanks for coming in. Thanks for robbing us. Go have a nice day spending our money.
Yes, thanks for the withdrawal.
Yeah. Thanks for checking in from the cockpit there, Ernie.
All righty, thank you.
All right, buddy. See you later. All right, we'll get back to it in just a second here. We got some tickets to the Rolling Stones Experience and the San Diego County Fair for the best story on how you screwed it up on your first day at work. First Chainsaw with Sports on the KGB and Q103.
Welcome on. Thank you, David. And hello again, everybody. In the sports world, 37-year history of Padre baseball. No player has ever hit for the cycle. Ruth 66. What is a cycle?
28 days. But I would know that. It's been about a decade for me.
A single, double, triple, and homer in the same game. Last night, during the Padres' 9-1 shellacking of the Dodgers with Petco, Padres center fielder Mike Cameron completed the toughest three components early, a double, a triple, and a homer. Needing only a single in the seventh inning, Cameron faced Odalis Perez with runners at the quarters. Tony Gwynn and Mad Bag Excursion described the history on Channel 4. And he walked them. Okay. But he did get to first. Can we call that a soft cycle?
No.
No, okay. With the victory, the Padres are now 2 games out of first place, which the Dodgers now share with Arizona. Padres-Dodgers encore tonight at Bark Park. First pitch 7:05 at Petco on Channel 4. With major injuries to his face, suffered when he flew off his motorcycle and into a car's windshield, Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback Ben Roethlisberger will likely play this season. Amazing. This according to the latest medical reports. Roethlisberger might be released from the hospital by the weekend. Can you imagine all the car horns they'll be blowing at Philly and Cleveland and all the other stadiums the Steelers will be visiting this fall? The Chargers have already announced that Sunday, October 8th, is Helmet Night at Qualcomm Stadium.
Did you just make that
Yes,
up?
I did. Yeah. That's the night of the Steelers game. It's a night game on NBC. Former Duke basketball player of the year J.J. Redick was arrested with a DUI. Uh-oh, that's not the worst of it. Apparently, Redick was on his way to the Duke lacrosse team stripper's house. I'm not saying Duke is losing some of its sterling reputation, but Fresno State has now moved past Duke on the hot lists at Bishops and La Jolla Country Day. Got a 5.0 GPA? Be a Bulldog, not a Blue Devil. Meanwhile, in the National Best,
I used to work as a secretary, and I had this really creepy boss who would always come up to me and say stuff like, I really like it when you wear hair down like that. Is that a picture of her boyfriend? Boy, if I were still his age, I'd give him a run for his money. Why don't you come in the meeting and take shorthand, cheer up the guys with your pretty face. Come on, smile for me. You look so much more beautiful when you smile. Like, I go in his office and say stuff like,
Hi, I really love the way your gray curly neck hair comes up over the edge of your peach polyweave sweat-stained sport shirt. Don't make me jealous with those pictures of your fat, angry wife. Why don't you come in my cubicle and tell me more about my partial dental benefits after 90 days? Come on, smile for me. The fact that I net $6.49 an hour to provide you with the sexual stimulation you're not man enough to get in your personal life is so much more apparent when you smile.
Skidball Association. Just when you think you've seen it all, Shaquille O'Neal, thanks mostly to Dwayne Wade's 42 points, though, but Shaquille O'Neal hit 2 free throws with like
Miracle.
2:45 left, and the Miami Heat scratched back from a 12-point deficit to beat Dallas 98-96, avoid the 3-zip hole, now trail 2-1, Game 4 tomorrow, Miami. Stanley Cup Finals, Carolina can finish off Edmonton tonight, leading 3-1. First puck, 5 o'clock, our time, NBC. In other sports, David.
Right back at it. How you blew it on day one at a brand new job.
It is 7:30 flat, and this is your 101.5 KGB Sports Network. Oh, my.
Chainsaw brought to you by Grainger. Have you been to Grainger lately? Stop by 8001 Raytheon Road, San Diego. Check out their newly remodeled branch. Grainger. For the ones who get it done.
Ask any sports fan. They'll tell you they root for the player that exceeds expectations, the one who gives their all and comes through in the clutch. As a facilities manager, when it comes to clutch performance, count on Grainger. Their knowledgeable reps will listen to your questions and get you the right answers the first time. That saves you money. With convenient locations, over 200,000 products in stock, and fast access to over 2.5 million more, Grainger comes through every time. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Olhausen builds the best pool table in the world, and they do it right here in America. The brothers Butch and Donnie Olhausen started the company in San Diego in 1972, and they still run it every day. Spent their lives developing a pool table that will play as well as it does today as it will 10 years from today. And here's how. The best grade slow growth hardwoods, strongest frame construction in the business, And maybe most importantly, original Italian slate, mined right outside of Florence, which creates the world's best playing surface. These are not only a work of art, they're one of a kind. Each one unique in its own way, and they come with a lifetime warranty. Any problem? Call Donnie or Butch on the phone. They'll be at their desk. You know, they could slap these together in China. Use lesser grades. Save a few $100s. But this is a thing of beauty. You don't want Mona Lisa made with watercolors. The real deal. Olhausen, folks. In Kearney Mesa and San Marcos. The superstores of Olhausen. Call 1-800-570-POOL. Visit them, won't you? The Olhausen Game Room Superstores. 800-570-POOL.
What if there was no limit to what you could do on the internet? How far could you go? How much more could you see? Find out with the new, even faster Cox high-speed internet. At up to 9 megs, it's all the power you'll ever need. So the internet is yours for the taking. At Cox, we think the internet should be about possibilities, not limits. That's why we're always looking for new ways to give you the fastest, most complete internet experience imaginable. And this is only the beginning. Cox high-speed internet is fast, and fast is beautiful.
We've done it again. Cox high-speed internet is the same low price, but now 50% faster. Call or log on to coxsandiego.com today.
Limited to Cox high-speed internet residential customers. Equipment required. Actual speeds vary. Other restrictions apply.
Cox Communications. Your friend in the digital age.
Great news for car buyers. At First Future Credit Union, you can buy now and take the summer off. No payments for 3 months. Get your pre-approved loan instantly at firstfuture.org. First Future, like having a banker in the family, only better.
Hey, Chris from Tweeter here. Every year, you gotta get Dad something for Father's Day. Well, stick a crowbar in that wallet and get him something good, will you? At Tweeter, you'll find the latest in home and mobile entertainment. You'll also find incredibly knowledgeable salespeople that can answer all your questions. We live for this stuff. See, unlike the big box stores, we don't sell toasters and vacuums. All we sell is a carefully edited selection of audio and video gear Dad's gonna drool over. Like Apple's Video iPod, so he can take along music, photos, or movies of the kids. If he wants to shut out the world, we've got noise-canceling headphones. Now, since he's a guy, you know he won't stop and ask for directions. So we've got portable navigation. And for you really big spenders, we've got plasma TVs on sale too. Hey, we fit 4 great gift ideas just into this ad. You'll find hundreds more at our stores. Come on, step up. He's your dad. Tweeter. Home and mobile entertainment made easy. See the store for details.
Through Monday, only at Quality Chevrolet. Save on price, save on gas. New Chevy Aveos, just $84.99 with 35 miles per gallon. And lock in the price of gas at just $1.99 a gallon. You heard right, just $1.99 a gallon on new Chevy Tahoes, Suburbans, Impalas, and more. Drive south from Murrieta and all points for Quality's #1 selection. Shop rows and rows of HHRs, Cobalts, Equinoxes, and Impalas. Shop the #1 selection of new Chevy Silverados, Suburbans, and Tahoes. Silverado leases just $199 a month. Suburbans with $1.99 a gallon gas. Hurry, this offer ends July 5th, and the best deals go fast. Rush to where quality lives up to its name, deal after deal. Quality Chevrolet in the beautiful Escondido Auto Park. Exit off the 15 to Quality Chevrolet, an American revolution.
Prices and payments plus tax and license 2 at this price. VIN number 662966 and 670851. Silverado 48-month lease, $1,000 due at inception. No security deposit required. 12,000 annual miles, 15 cents per mile thereafter on approved credit. Dealer retains all rebates and incentives.
Buying a home? Pick up Homes and Land magazine today in your local supermarket or go to homesandland.com. That's homesandland.com. You'll find the finest homes and best realtors. Homes and Land magazine has what you're looking for. The new issue is here and it's free.
KGB traffic is service of Sleep Train Mattress Centers. Lots of slowing westbound 8 now. Heavy from Spring Street to Texas, then again at Morena Boulevard. Westbound 94 slows out of Lemon Grove from College Grove into downtown. Westbound 52 slows out of Santee from Mast. Westbound 56 bunching up Carmel Country Road to the 5. Southbound 5 slows on the coast from La Costa to the racetrack. South 15 heavy 78 slow and go to Ted Williams Parkway. Northbound 805 heavy from the 54 to the 8, then into Kearney Mesa. North 15 slows from City Heights to Friars. North 5 from the 8 to SeaWorld. Want to put a cap on gas prices? Would you like to pay only $1.99 a gallon? Go to fuelprotection.com to find out how and learn about GMC Fuel Price Protection. The event ends July 5th. I'm Ruth 66 with DSC 115 KGB.
How'd you screw it up on the first day at work? We've got some great tickets, including fair tickets. What's going on right now? San Diego County Fair, Del Mar Fairgrounds. Screwed it up on the first day at work, did you, Abe?
Oh, yeah.
Tell me what you did, buddy.
All right, man. The boyer's really going to appreciate this one. I was working at a dealership up in Palm Springs as a lot porter, and
what does that mean?
I wash the cars, take them up to the customers when they're done, and my dad was actually a mechanic there, and one of the guys was going on his lunch break, and an Acura NSX came in. It's about
you know what an NSX is?
Car.
How much is it?
It's about a back then it was about a $70,000 car.
This is the Acura race car.
Yep. Right.
Looks kind of like a Corvette, but not.
Mm-hmm. Well, all it came in for was 2 back tires and a battery. And the battery, I replaced the battery on it, and it had a little L bracket that held the battery in place. And on one side there was cutouts for the terminal, and on the other side there was no cutouts. Basically what I did is I put the bracket on upside down, and the guy drove the car home, and about 3 days later the car burned down in his garage.
Oh. Why? What did you do?
Well, because the bracket didn't have the cutouts on it, it shorted out.
Oh.
It touched both the terminals, and then it burned down. When he hit the bump in his driveway, it caused it to pop up and touch the terminals and burned it down in his garage.
And they were able to figure that out by looking at the car?
Well, I knew it.
No. No one else needs to know, do they, Abe?
No.
First day at work, and he killed an NSX.
Oh.
Those were cool cars.
Wow.
I remember going to drive one of those one time. I thought it was so cool. It was years and years and years ago. I was a poor white child. Can I see your NSX, please? Salesman sneering down his nose at me like, you got any money? You know how much this car costs, son? No. $75,000. Bye. Can I just, kiss it, lick it, something?
Can you smell the inside?
That'll go be $100, please. Yeah.
That's NSX Air. That's not free.
Don. Hello, Don. Is Don on the phone? Hi, Don.
Love your show.
I love yours, Don.
Let's see. Story. I went to work for a place where they did the processing package and the network infrastructure for credit unions. About 9 years ago, first job here in San Diego. Families, moved over. Everything's on the line. And another contractor was in there while I was up in the front area writing down all of the teller stations. And the contractor said, would you buzz me in that little gate there? Sure. Push the button, nothing happens. He goes, push it again. So I push the button, nothing happens. Then it hits me. I pushed the silent alarm.
Oh,
Stupid. Anybody show up?
Yes, they did.
Just the cops.
Oh, yeah.
Weapons drawn.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Nice, Don.
It was good. You found out how fast the response was.
It
Good
was,
time. Good test.
Up there in Riverside County, and I think it took them about 3 minutes while I'm standing there sweating. Walked into the president of the credit union, small credit union, walked into his office and let him know that the
police are here. Thanks, Don. Bye, Don. Bye-bye, Don. We're looking for the story of how you screwed it up on your first day at work. Here's Robert. You're on the KGB. What's going on, Robert?
Bobby. Good morning, David.
Is it Robert or Bobby?
That would be Robert.
Oh, okay.
Bobby.
Apparently it's Robert, Chainsaw.
Go ahead, Bobby. What's your story, Bobby? Let me set it up a little bit. I was working as a delivery driver for this auto parts company, and they had to let me go because of the second vehicle that I had totaled.
Do you know Nicole?
Yeah.
So
Did you used to date her?
There wasn't a place on the counter to go to work for me, So I was working for him for another week or so, training the new driver that was going to replace me. Well, the boss went out drinking with some of the other counter guys. One of them.
Let's point out, he just said he totaled 2 cars, and then he trained the next guy on how to drive.
That's how you wreck it.
Then the boss went out drinking with some of the guys at work.
Yeah.
One of the guys ticked him off, so we fired him. So now there's a place on the counter. So my very first day on the counter, after totaling a couple of their cars, I get a big old cup of coffee, go to answer my first phone, douche my cup of coffee all over the phone system. It cost them like thousands of dollars. So, yeah.
Maybe you weren't meant to work at that company, Robert.
Yeah, it was okay.
Thank you, Robert.
See ya.
Bye, Robert.
Bye.
Bobby.
Soren?
Yeah, hey.
Hi. What's going on?
Not much. I was working at a lake, and
working at a lake?
Yeah, working at a lake down at the boat dock.
All right.
And this guy had just been hired on as the new mechanic, and he fixed one of the boats and decided to go out and test it. Well, he's supposed to be the mechanic, and he forgot to tighten down the boat or motor to the boat. And went out there, and I had to tow him back because he lost the motor.
Motor just fell off the bow or the stern.
He took a turn, and he heard the prop coming out of the water and splashed right in.
Yeah, if you don't tighten them down, they'll fall right off.
Wow.
First day?
Yeah, it was his first day, yeah.
First day, yeah.
My first day, I fell into the lake.
You're just getting to know your business.
Yep.
Feel the surroundings.
Right. The temperature of the water.
Thank you, Soren.
Thank you.
60-second timeout here at KGB. Q103. Home of the shortest commercial breaks in American radio. Mossy Nissan. You ever buy a car or truck from Mossy Nissan? You know that buying from them is easier and more fun than anyone else. There's some simple reasons they developed the Mossy way to buy. It gives you upfront information, low prices, great selection, and here's a critical part of the Mossy way to buy: a money-back guarantee. I dare you to go into any other dealership and say, "Tell me about your money-back guarantee." And they'll say, "What? What is that you're saying? What, are you speaking foreign language? Money-back guarantee?" Well, that's what they have at Mossy Nissan. If for any reason you're not satisfied with your purchase, you bring it back for a complete money-back guarantee. No questions asked. Mossy Nissan does that for you. All 6 stores: National City, Oceanside, Escondido, El Cajon, Poway, Kearney Mesa. Now, when you stop by the Poway store, say hi to Jason. He's keeping things in top form over there. Mossy Nissan, home of the money-back guarantee. Here's a couple emails coming in on how I screwed it up on my first day at work. And the email address is dsc@101kgb.com. Dear Dave, my first day at my new construction job, the boss was showing me some of the equipment, and he wanted to show me how to drive the street sweeper. I thought this is my time to shine. I jumped on, started around the parking lot, and he looked impressed, so I decided to turn it up a notch. I dropped the broom and started sweeping. He smiled. All right, I thought, time to go above and beyond. I dropped the side broom and headed for the curb of the parking lot. I started down the curb with no problem. I see my boss waving. Saw that he was pointing at his huge $120,000 truck just ahead. I surveyed the space in between the truck and the curb and decided I had enough room to fit through. Suddenly, as I continued ahead, I felt like the sweeper was going through mud.
Oh!
My boss was running toward me, waving and yelling. I thought he was yelling, "Stalled, stalled." So a revved engine, is what I thought, showed that it was not, and sluggishly kept moving forward. As he got closer, I could clearly hear him now. "Stop, stop!" And then I noticed the horror on his face. Did you say he had a hooer on his face? No, horror.
Horror.
Scary look, not a hooer. A whore on the face is a good thing. Horror on the face is a bad thing.
But you're going to pay.
I looked around and saw the truck was at an angle, made a bottleneck with the curb, so when I hit his truck, it was more of a slow, deep gouge until I was wedged in. He ended up having to move his truck, causing more scraping. And I didn't get fired. He laughs about it every time he gives me a raise and reminds me how lucky I am. Lucky? God. And then Debbie, right? Debbie! Dave, I had been dating what I thought was a really nice guy for a month or so. His father had been ill for years with cancer and recently had passed away. The day before I was to start my new job as an office manager, my boyfriend was still trying to deal with the death of his father, and he got really drunk. I mean, really drunk. He suddenly turned maudlin, was clearly crying and upset about something. I couldn't understand the slurry mumblings coming out of his mouth. The next thing I know, he's hitting me in the face. I ran off, but he caught me by my hair, threw me to the ground. This 6'4" hunk of man started kicking me with his pointy cowboy boots in the face.
Oh, my God.
And on my body as hard as he could. He took his mother hanging off his back while he beat me to make him finally stop. I called the police, went to the emergency room.
Jeez.
The next morning, I show up to my brand new job as office manager at a psychology clinic for abused women. 3 broken ribs, 2 black eyes, one swollen all the way shut, a ripped lip, and numerous cuts, scrapes, and bruises.
Well, who better to empathize?
All the psychologists in the office were extremely concerned about how I was and what in the world had happened to me. Thinking that an abused office manager would not look too good at this clinic, I wanted to keep my new job, so I lied and told them I was playing softball and slid into home plate, body slamming into the other catcher. I don't know if they believe me or not, but let's just say they never asked me to join the company softball team.
Yeah.
Listener Debbie.
Wow.
Now that's irony, folks.
Mm-hmm.
Here's Richard. You're on the DSC. What's going on there, Richard?
Hey, how you doing?
All right.
So I was working as a bouncer in a nightclub. I'd just been hired, and I'd had previous bouncer jobs. And one of the other guys said to me, hey, watch the guy in the corner and that woman that's with him. And I thought he was like saying, watch them because they're going to get drunk or they are drunk or something like that. So I kept an eye on them. And they started acting a little out of the ordinary. So I walked up and I tapped the guy on the shoulder and I'm like, hey, buddy, I think you're going to have to leave. And he kind of shoves me, and he shoves me into another guy who kind of starts a small bar brawl.
It's always good to shove the bouncer. Bouncers like that.
So I pick up a chair and hit him over the head with it. Sure. The woman that's with him then jumps on my back and tries to pull me off, so I turn around and throw her into the wall. Not intentionally, but I was trying to push her off of me. It turned out the reason the bouncer had told me to watch them was that was the owner's brother and his girlfriend.
Oh, no.
And he wanted me to watch them so that nobody bothered them.
Oops.
Oh, that's class. Did you keep the job?
That was my first and last day.
That's a great story, Richard.
It's great.
That's a honey. I didn't know that people actually smashed chairs over people's heads. I thought that only happened like in Mannix movies.
Yeah.
No, it really does happen, unfortunately. In fact, in the early 80s, I was working at a punk club in Hollywood, and I threw this guy with a safety pin through his cheek out at about 10 o'clock. And at 3 o'clock in the morning when I left to go home, he was waiting behind a dumpster with a little handgun wanting to shoot me because I threw him out of a nightclub.
Wow.
Did he shoot you?
No.
Oh. Did you live? Thank God.
Did you hit him with a chair?
I lived to hit a woman. I lived to hit a man with a chair.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Richard. That's a great story.
Take care.
Thanks, buddy. Bill, very heartwarming moment in the store yesterday. Nicole and I are doing some errands yesterday. We see these 2 guys who work in the store. They're talking to each other, and we casually hear one of the guys say, "Do you want to see it?" And the other guy says, "Why don't you show it to me?" Very proud moment. Very proud moment.
That's beautiful.
Emily, do we have any other shining examples of how people screwed it up on the first day, or are we basically done here?
I think you've heard the gems.
All right. Let's go through them, boy. Let's determine which one was the best. Which one was our favorite? Let's hear them.
Well, we started out with Dwayne, who was carrying some 50-pound boxes of documents and dropped them through the tile roof.
We actually started out with Nicole.
Right, I'm sorry, yes.
Who, on her first day at an auto body repair shop, wrecked a truck and had to be towed home.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's a strong one.
Pretty good. Then Dwayne dropped those boxes. Aaron was a delivery driver for his uncle's print shop, got his ticket on his way out front of the print shop, arriving at work. Oh, then I had to go home and change my dress, and I spilled cigarette butts.
Oh, you want me to tell that story?
No.
That was a good one. I had to change my pants.
Yeah.
What?
I started picking the cigarette butts out of his lap, and one thing led to another, and then that turned my new career.
That's not what happened.
Mary high-centered her boss's car on the island in the middle of the road.
Just turns it into a teeter-totter, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's it. Yeah.
Doug on WKBN, the Stabbing Cabin. yes, I forgot to read the effing liner. First day at work, microphone on.
What was it? What was the program director's name again?
Karen McGurk.
Karen McGurk.
I'm listening to work to Karen McGurk.
Good Lord, where's my wig?
Yeah, weekend, WKGB. Ernie was the new bank manager, walking in, trying to impress people first thing in the morning. Oh, sir, let me hold the door for you.
Have a nice day.
Have a nice day. Enjoy all that money you just withdrew.
Turns around and he looks and everyone's got their hands up in the air. He just let the bank robber go.
That's a pretty strong one right there.
Great. Well, it's not as good as our pants story, I don't think.
We had to take the bus. Abe misinstalled the battery hold down on an Acura NSX. 3 days later, a $70,000 barbecue in the guy's garage.
Mm-hmm.
Don.
Hi, Don.
Working at the bank trying to buzz somebody through and push the silent alarm button.
Twice.
Robert, or Buddy, totaled 2 trucks, so they moved him to taking phone calls in the phone room.
And he totaled the phone.
On his first day. Soren was working with a mechanic at the boat dock who was checking out that motor on a test drive and made a turn and the motor fell right off the back. Richard, he was a bouncer working at a nightclub.
Oh, this is a good one, too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Now keep an eye on those people over there in the corner. Wound up chairing the owner's brother and hitting a girlfriend in the face. Bill, going for that job as the game warden, hit his deer with his truck.
On his first day. He mowed down a deer.
Bambi.
Oh, it's all about protecting the environment and saving lives.
Yes.
Ethan, I think he had a coworker teacher who was threatening kids with a belt.
Yeah.
And that wraps it up.
For me, it comes down to Robert the bouncer and the guy who let the bank robber go. I mean, the bank robber guy's got to win, doesn't he?
Yes.
Yeah,
Just let the bank robber out of the bank on his first day.
Thanks for doing business with us, sir.
Let me get you that free toaster. Here you go.
And wished him a good day.
Come back, see us again.
Hey, I'm going to come back and rob you tomorrow. You're so friendly here. All right, great stories. Thank you, friends. It's KGB. It's Q103. You're with the DSC.
Taking care of business, Office Depot.
Save big at Office Depot on the latest technology for Father's Day. Come into Office Depot today for great savings like $50 off all camera and printer bundles and $150 off 15-inch LCD flat panel monitors, both after mail-in savings. Plus, save up to $300 on select notebook computers. Get Dad the hottest technology at low prices, all at Office Depot.
Taking care of business, Office Depot.
Available in-store only while supplies last. Quantities limited.
Kearney Mesa Ford's giant pre-owned inventory is jam-packed with certified Fords that have passed a rigorous certification process, plus the balance of a 6-year, 75,000-mile limited warranty and a 100% money-back guarantee if you're not happy. Bold moves and bold standards. Certified used at Kearney Mesa Ford between 805 and 163. KearneyMesaFord.com.
Kearney Mesa Ford, we make it easy.
Must be returned within 72 hours under 300 miles on damage. Terms and conditions available. See dealer for details. Warranty based on original in-service date.
It's the biggest music event of the summer, Ozfest 2006.
happening July 9th at Coors Amphitheater, featuring System of a Down, Disturbed, and tons more. Tickets on sale now at all Ticketmaster outlets. Ozfest 2006.
Hi, this is Jeff from Banner Mattress. During our clearance sale, you'll pay no money down and no interest for 2 full years, even on Tempur-Pedic and Simmons Beauty Rest. Save up to 70%. We'll even pay your sales tax, only at Banner.
If refinancing your home has even crossed your mind, this is your chance to take 5 minutes and learn how we helped over 600 families save money just last month. I'm Hayes Barnard, owner of Paramount Equity, and listen how the recent launch of our mortgage bank is helping our customers take advantage of lower rates than ever before.
We've been shopping around for about a month or so. We've probably called a half a dozen or more places, and I just can't believe how low the rate is that Paramount Equity was able to get for us. It's phenomenal.
I had bad credit. I'm a truck driver. I took out $25,000, saving $700 a month, all thanks to Paramount Equity.
Listen, regardless of your credit situation, grab the phone and give us one shot to blow you away with our guarantee to beat any written rate and fee structure. Make that 5-minute call right now, and I'll even pay for your home to be appraised. Call 325-2000 today. Paramount Equity's the San Diego company committed to saving our neighbors money. Call 619-325-2000.
DRE number 0138-7775.
Hey, hon, you gonna cut the grass this weekend?
Nope.
Then what are you gonna do?
Build a deck.
A deck. Right.
I'm serious. Right now, Lowe's has lowered prices on everything I need.
They've lowered prices on lumber?
Yeah, select treated lumber.
What if we wanted Choice Deck?
If we buy over $500 of Choice Deck composite decking, we get a $50 gift card by mail-in rebate.
So what are we gonna put on it?
All patio furniture sets are 10% off.
Should we paint or stain the deck?
Well, we get a $3 mail-in rebate with 1 gallon of Olympic stain.
Wish we had a grill.
We can. All gas grills are 10% off and come with free propane exchange and assembly.
Oh, he thought of everything.
Actually, Lowe's has. In fact, I can ask for special financing for 12 months on any purchase of $299 or more on my Lowe's consumer credit card from June 14th through July 9th. See store for special financing details.
Better hurry down to Lowe's before it's all gone.
I'd love to, dear, but it's midnight.
Offers may vary. See store for details. Lowe's. Let's build something together.
Oh, how about running shoes? He needs new running shoes now that he's running on trails.
Oh, fine. Let's get him running shoes.
You aren't being very helpful.
Oh, Denise, we've been at Sport Chalet for 2 hours, and you still haven't picked out a graduation gift for Jeremy.
It's not my fault. Sport Chalet has so many great new products and sale prices in every department. There are so many things that would make great gifts. Jeremy likes weightlifting, diving, biking, basketball, rock climbing.
Hey, look. Golf clubs.
Jeremy doesn't play golf.
I do, and Father's Day is coming up.
You aren't my father.
Sport Chalet has the perfect graduation and Father's Day gifts for everyone. The biggest selection of equipment for every kind of fun, whatever you're into. And right now you'll find unmatched sale prices on top brand names like TaylorMade, Reebok, Columbia, Wilson, and hundreds of others. Or for a one-of-a-kind gift, Sport Chalet offers classes in scuba, rock climbing, and even kayaking. Sport Chalet, the experts.
Sports Chalet will take you to the limit.
Get the personal service, low loan rates, and high dividends you deserve at San Diego County Credit Union. Open an account with San Diego's best credit union and experience the difference. Stop by any of their 23 branch locations or online at sdccu.com.
KGB traffic, a service of Sleep Train Mattress Centers. Slow traffic westbound 8 now in La Mesa from Spring Street all the way to Texas. Westbound 94 slows College Avenue, packed solid into downtown. Westbound 52 bunching up at Mast out of Santee. Westbound 56 slows now from Rancho Santa Fe Farms Road to the 5. Then southbound 5 is jammed up from La Costa Avenue to Loma Santa Fe. South 15 slows from the 78 down to the 56. Northbound 15 slows out of City Heights to Friars Road. And North 805 jammed from the South Bay from the 54 to the 8 then into Kearney Mesa. At Henry's Farmers Market, where you can find the best grocery items at the best prices, like 2.5 gallons of Henry's brand ice cream for just $6. If you find it here, you know it's good. Come see for yourself at Henry's Farmers Market. I'm Ruth 66 with Dave Shelley and Chainsaw, 101.5 KGB.
Jokes gone wild. Previously, bricked away in the Joke of the Day catacombs, never to be played again. You'll hear it later today. We're doing it for the next several Wednesdays. Jokes Gone Wild is a public service of Honda and Mazda of Escondido, located in the Escondido Auto Park.
God bless them.
God bless them. You wouldn't be hearing these if it weren't for Honda and Mazda of Escondido. What that means is we're going to bring out a joke which had previously been branded with the scarlet letter, big N, for never. Never play again. And we're going to play it on the air, but it will be bleeped and censored and all chopped up. But it will also be available to you in what is known as podcasting. You can download it and hear it completely unedited. We warn you, you can't unhear it.
I love that the salespeople sold that.
Yeah.
It's a sponsor for everything.
Well, you know, what I love about it is, right after the whole Janet Jackson Super Bowl incident, everyone came around here and said, whatever you do, you can't even say, sexy, because, we'll get fined a gazillion dollars. So watch everything you say. In fact, whatever you're going to say, call the general manager first and ask him if you should say it. I mean, it was unbelievable how nervous these guys were. Executives of companies called before the Senate Judiciary committees, and there was testifying, and there were threats, and new contracts were signed, and all kinds of warnings, red flags. It was not a pleasant time to be working in radio. The minute someone said, you can make an extra $5, do it, quick! What about the risks? What risks?
We don't care.
We will gladly risk a $500,000 fine for the chance to sell an extra $6 worth of inventory. Do it, quick, run! I'm not kidding. That is exactly how it came down. So that's what's coming up here. This morning, it's Jokes Gone Wild. I'm a little nervous. Chris Boyer has power tools out. What's going on, Chris? What you doing?
I'm just putting a hasp and lock on my refrigerator.
What? A hasp?
Yes, Chainsaw, a hasp. You're not familiar with that term?
No.
It's a thing that has a little hoop on it. They call it a staple. And it...
okay, a staple. I get that. A hoop, I got that.
It looks like a thing that you put on one side of the gate, and then you swing it over, and you push the little hoop through, and then you put a lock through it, a padlock.
Oh, okay, I got it now. That's a hasp.
Yeah.
One of those things you use almost every day.
Right. So I have...
Why are you putting a lock on what? On what?
My refrigerator.
Why
a lock?
Because some sea sucker can't leave his hands off my beer.
What's a sea sucker?
What's a sea sucker?
Okay. All right, I get it.
Like salt or something? Like a fish
Yeah,
flavor?
sea sucker. Exactly. Yeah, it's one of those things that swims at the bottom of the ocean and...
with cement shoes if he keeps stealing your beer.
You're seriously going to screw into this refrigerator?
I'm going to rivet. Because a rivet doesn't require as much space behind it. And, inside of the refrigerator.
It's a welded seal, David.
So...
You got a riveter?
Yeah.
Where is it?
Yeah, it's actually in the office.
Yeah, Rosie. Doubles as his palm.
Are you doing this during the show?
We got a couple of breaks. Sure. I'm 2 rivets away from being done, and I've got this nice...
You are riveting a lock to your refrigerator during the show.
Yeah. Yeah, I figured that...
Way to stay focused, brother. 4 hours.
Well,
4 hours, I asked. The other 20, I don't care what you do.
I know,
Just give me 4.
But it's a show issue. So
it's a show issue.
Only to you.
Kind of like your 13-hour free promotion when you were racing at El Cajon.
Exactly.
I get it. It's a show issue. How is it a show issue? Explain.
Well, because apparently someone else on the show seems to have taken liberties with my personal items in my show office, and we've discussed it here on the show.
So if we talk about it, it makes perfect sense that you should ignore the show to go F around with your stupid little tools. You just bring in your tools just so you can screw around, right?
Yeah.
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 What's the canister for?
That is nitrogen, and the riveter is a pneumatic riveter, so it requires about 100 PSI in order to set the rivet.
Pneumatic and PSI, David.
Who sniffed?
I did.
Yeah.
So it's a 3/8 aluminum shank, aluminum rivet.
Yeah.
And
speaking of refrigerators and the need to protect yourself, have you all read the scathing rebuke that has been posted all over our makeshift kitchen?
Yes.
Yes.
No.
Yes, I love it.
Oh,
It was
really?
great.
There's always someone at a company who decides they are the kitchen/refrigerator memo poster.
Right.
Your mother doesn't work here.
Right.
Quit stealing my tuna salad.
Or just throwing it away because it stinks. God.
There is a lot of thievery that goes on in places like this.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a shame. And, even worse than the thieving is the lying about replacing it.
They're brave. Well, I won't even open that refrigerator.
No kidding.
Did you hear this? He is riveting a lock to the refrigerator today because of your beer caper.
I don't care. I told this guy that I would replace it by tomorrow, which I am going to. And by the way, this same sea sucker's working for you a-holes, so you can go finish 90th in your go-kart race. Wow. And you've got a 6-pack of Coors Light in there, Boyer, that I've never even touched.
Yeah, see? I didn't steal that, so I'm a hero.
You stole the good stuff.
One damn 6-pack. And I told you, I might remove that, but I'll replace it, okay? You didn't say anything. I'm going to replace it, Boyer, but I'm not a thief.
He did say that 3 weeks ago.
Wait a minute, you stole it, but you're not a thief?
I'm not a thief. No, I'm going to replace it. I'm going to replace it tomorrow.
It's been 3 weeks.
I know, Boyer. It's been 2 weeks.
It's been since
2 weeks,
He just said tomorrow. Huh.
I'm going to replace it tomorrow.
Or?
If I don't replace it tomorrow, or you could, whatever you want.
Come on.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye-bye. Wait a minute.
Bye-bye.
I'm replacing his 6-pack of Guinness beer by sometime tomorrow afternoon. That's it.
Okay.
So I'll either leave it on his desk since his stupid gay little cooler is going to be locked. I don't care what you do with your cooler, Boyer.
Now, we all know why he's replacing it tomorrow.
Payday.
Tomorrow's payday.
Right? Right. I'll replace it tomorrow.
You don't have the money to go out and buy a 6-pack of beer right now.
Well, you know what?
You spent it all on that printer cartridge, Dave.
Which I paid him back
Shelley
for.
paid him back within 10 minutes, otherwise the guy was going to pass out.
And I told him to go right to my bank and cash the check.
I didn't go right.
How much does it cost for a 6-pack of beer these days? $100?
Price has gone up since you quit.
Wow.
Are you telling me what are you limping into payday?
No, well, kind of. I'll replace it.
was,
I will replace it, Boyer, tomorrow, and then you can do whatever you want with your stupid lock.
It was 3 weeks ago. He didn't have any money then.
Boyer,
That's why
it
he
wasn't
took it.
3 weeks ago, Boyer.
It was
2 weeks ago. It was 2 weekends ago, Boyer.
Okay, well, whatever. Why are we fighting over that? That's
I don't
stupid.
know why we are. I'm sitting here.
Why are you so crabby?
I'm not crabby. I'm not at all.
You need
You
a
guys-
beer.
You guys just called me, and then I'm just trying to defend myself. I don't care what he does with his cooler.
Well, it'd be nice if,
I'm just pointing out that your actions have forced him to rivet a lock.
Well, good for him. That's good.
You don't care, huh?
I don't care he's putting a lock in there. I've got nothing to take from his office.
Anymore?
Not anymore. No, I'm going to replace
You already got all the good
Go
stuff.
on. Caught him with one of my pens yesterday.
I did not take one of your pens yesterday.
It was a Sharpie extra fine point that I had on my desk.
Boy, I don't take your Sharpie.
Station doesn't buy those. I buy those personally out of my own money.
Brother, Boyer, I've got 4 pens in my pocket. Why would I need your pen?
Those are my 4 pens in your pocket.
Boyer, these are not your 4 pins in your pocket. I will go in and show you these 4 pins.
You should see the lock that Boyer is putting on this refrigerator. It would
Fort Knox.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
It's on the vault at Fort Knox.
It's bigger than the refrigerator.
It truly is. I was at Lowe's last night, and I bought the highest security master lock that I could reasonably find.
And I love this refrigerator's going to rivet it too. I mean, have you seen this wreck?
I know. It's like one of his cars.
This wreck of a refrigerator that was built in like 1966.
Chrome-plated body, solid, strong, durable, resist rust and corrosion.
Yeah, you know what? There's an awful lot of rust and corrosion risk in your office.
Dual ball locking for added protection from prying and hammering. 3/8 hardened shackle. So this is going to be a real nice lock.
What's that,
5-pin
Emma?
tumbler.
What is that, Emma?
Well, before the beer and since then, I didn't even think Boyer used that fridge.
No kidding. Thank you, Emily.
It doesn't matter what I don't have the right because I don't use it to put beer in there once and not expect that it would get stolen.
Well, I don't understand why you're locking it if you never use it.
Right. Oh,
Except
don't worry,
for
Emily.
that.
You'll have a key.
Okay, as long as I can get my fruit bowl.
Absolutely.
But
Her question to you still is, why are you locking a refrigerator that has nothing in it?
Because the one time I used it, it got hit. The one time.
See, I love this. This is classic Boyer.
It
the
is.
one time, someone took his beer, he goes to the extraordinary measures, goes out in the middle of the night, buys a lock, brings in his, pneumatic nitrous oxide riveter. He's, power tools in the middle of the show. He's got his Bosch drill.
Yeah, right.
He's got 5,000 drill bits in here.
Right.
We come to him for the 5,000th time on a work problem. Dale, I wrote a demo. I don't know. Someone takes 1 6-pack of beer.
Yeah.
The guy is working up a vault on his refrigerator.
Instead of just going out and buying another 6-pack.
We go to him for the 5,000th time on a serious work issue. I don't know why. I don't know. Can't help you.
So
Not fixed.
what are you saying, Shelly? I had to just eat it, just suck it up, and go buy another one?
I'm buying it for you, Boyer.
Then you'll have 2. Because I do believe that he's going to replace it.
Absolutely,
But we all know his
without
issues
a
with
doubt.
money.
Absolutely, without a doubt.
I mean, now that you made such a big deal about it, he's going to replace it. Maybe not if you hadn't.
Boyer, what about all that booze up above your desk? Why don't you lock that up as well? What do you do about all that?
I may have to.
Come on,
I may put that in the
Boyer.
refrigerator. I think it's a smashing idea.
Why don't you shackle up your mouth?
Oh!
That's pretty good. That's pretty good one there, blood pressure boy. Score 1.
How are you feeling? I heard we're not golfing on Thursday.
No, I've got a bunch of things I have to do.
What do you have to do on Thursday?
Health-wise.
What do you got?
I have to go back and check on some certain health problems.
You're 8,000 over 1 blood pressure issue.
That comes as a real shocker.
Chicken or the egg? What comes first? Boyer or the blood pressure?
Are you okay? Are you going to live?
Well, that's what I'm working on.
They're working on living.
Well, that's a good thing.
Yeah,
It's a good goal.
No, I've just got some things I've got to do, and also I broke my elbow, so I can't play. So I just got to get some medical things checked out, and then I'll be good to go next week, hopefully, to
If
play.
you hadn't drunk my beer, you wouldn't have fallen over, and you'd be playing this week.
Boyer, first of all,
Time continuum.
I'm not even gonna respond to your stupid dispute.
Dispute?
You know, it was a good thing I broke my elbow. That was a wake-up call.
What?
For what?
Because he had passed out and the pain woke him up.
No. I was not drunk when I fell. I tripped on a thing in my garage, but I had no idea that I've got this thing that I've got until I had,
What do you got?
What do you have?
Well, I got major high blood pressure. It's hey, you're gonna laugh at that, right? Right, Ruth?
Yeah, Ruth.
That's funny, right?
Take Attican. All of them make you cough except Attican. That's what I take.
Yeah, drugs. Prescribe over here, Ruth. Dr. Ruth.
Dr. Ruth.
Well, you can change your diet and do all kinds of things, and it still might be high.
Uh-huh.
Some people need medicine for it.
Uh-huh.
Well, then that's what I'm trying to find out, Ruth.
Through a doctor?
Yeah, I've got a
Wow.
doctor
Yeah. It's no big deal.
over at Scripps, Dr. Weatherhole. He's a good dude.
Weatherhole?
Dr. Weatherhole.
That's cool. Well, good luck with that.
Well, thanks.
Now, 8 months ago, he came to me and he said, yeah, I just had a physical. Doctor told me I got really high blood pressure.
6 months ago?
Yeah.
Like 5 months ago. And then what's your point, Boyer?
Well, now you're claiming your broken elbow as your wake-up call.
Because back 5 months ago, I was told this, but I didn't act upon it like I should have. And now it's come to the point where I have to act on it. I'm not.
Oh! I think he should try some kind of meditation.
But he's not
or
crabby.
Stress relief.
He's not
or-
crabby.
Yeah.
And I also noted with curiosity that Abramowitz isn't able to play Dave's free Thursday golf, so it's canceled. Okay. Oh, all right.
Wow.
Makes perfect sense to me.
Interesting.
There's plenty of Thursdays that I can't play, and I'm like, go play, guys.
You have fun.
I won't be there.
With my blessing.
Abramowitz can't make it on Dave's free Thursday golf. Canceled. All right.
That's because he doesn't, want to let all those bribes go to waste.
No doubt.
What, somebody's going to show up with free liquor and cigars? I won't be there to get it? Cancel!
He's got a broken arm. He won't be able to play for a while.
Hello, you're on the DSC.
It'll make no difference.
Yeah, I say you should execute a man law on that beer.
Execute him for stealing the beer?
Yeah, execute a man law. You know how they've been doing on those commercials lately?
What?
Huh?
Okay, thanks. Joy, is that you?
Yes, it is. How you doing, Dave?
Good. How are you doing, Joy?
Just dandy. Well, I don't know why Boyer's so so loves that refrigerator. I stuck that thing out in front of my yard for the trash people to take about 5 years ago. They wouldn't even take it. They looked at it and said, no
Even
way.
the garbage man said, that's not going in our garbage truck.
Well,
we got
that's
standards.
perfect.
Nah, Joanna, you may not.
Lower them.
I don't know what you're talking about. This is a family heirloom.
It's an antique. It came over on the Mayflower.
My Mexican family heirloom.
This refrigerator was purchased from the King family estate in Old Town.
Blah, blah, blah.
Yes, I agree, Joy. Well put. Thank you, Joy.
Since 1977.
Joy speaks for an entire Southern California population.
77, sister. 29 years of history. 29 years of cold.
Chainsaw Sports comes your way next. KGB and Q103.
KGB party bus?
Going to KGB concert.
You know, my family, we always gotta go to Sky Show.
How would you like to go for free with KGB?
Are you serious?
For free?
Are you serious? No, you're joking, right?
You can if you listen to KGB Summer of 9 to 5.
Wow, man, free.
Weekdays all summer. We'll be giving away over 1,300 tickets this summer. Tickets every hour, every workday.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
I'll take it.
Are you serious? I would love
It's another incredible perk for listening at work.
Thanks, KGB.
The 1015 KGB.
Hey, I like to go to concerts.
Kearney Mesa Ford's giant pre-owned inventory is jam-packed with certified Fords that have passed a rigorous certification process, plus the balance of a 6-year, 75,000-mile limited warranty and a 100% money-back guarantee if you're not happy. Bold moves and bold standards. Certified used at Kearney Mesa Ford between 805 and 163. KearneyMesaFord.com.
Kearney Mesa Ford, we make it easy.
Must be returned within 72 hours under 300 miles undamaged. Terms and conditions available. See dealer for details. Warranty based on original in-service date.
From shirts to jackets, pants to vests, they'll pick up your laundry and clean up the mess. So straighten your back and puff out your chest. In that new uniform, you're looking the best. Prudential Overall Supply.
This jingle for Prudential Overall Supply was made and paid for by Union Bank of California. We're their business bank, and we believe in investing in our clients' success. Prudential designs and supplies uniforms and laundry services to over 35,000 businesses. Union Bank outfits Prudential with the latest banking services like online cash management, and the individual attention of the relationship manager fits their business to a T. If you want a bank that can help build your image, call us. You may end up with your very own jingle.
In that new uniform, you're looking the best. Prudential Overall Supply.
Union Bank. Invest in you.
Union Bank of California. Member FDIC. Visit us at unionbank.com.
Hello. Doug here from Firestone Complete Auto Care. With a word of caution about all so-called money-saving offers. I study them, and I can tell you most of them are dogs. Toothless little puppies, actually. That's why you come to Firestone Complete Auto Care. Your one-stop for maintenance, repairs, tires, and completely unbeatable offers. Come in now and earn an instant rebate of $20, $30, $40, up to $50 when you buy 4 of our select major name brands, including Performance, Light Truck, and SUV tires. Definitely an offer that's got some teeth. But the savings don't stop there. You'll also get a free cash savings book with $250 in future auto care savings while supplies last. And to prepare for the dog days of summer, an AC Performance check is now only $29.99 most vehicles. So avoid offers that are all bark and no bite. Get instant rebates on hundreds of tires right now at Firestone Complete Auto Care. For a store near you, call 1-800-LOCATE-US.
Sale and savings book with tires ends July 1st, 2006. AC Refrigerant Extra. Instant rebates on designated tire purchases. See store for details.
At Volkswagen, we sent our top German engineer, Wolfgang, into other dealerships and secretly recorded his test drives. What you are about to hear is real.
Where's the xenon headlights? Because on the Volkswagen they have those. They make it like night vision, like an owl.
Yeah, German cars are good.
They are good. You're right about that. What do you think? Do you think this car runs well?
Honestly, I took this car home a few times.
It's a little bumpy, you know. It's my schnitzel's kind of bouncing. You laugh, but it's true. I feel awkward now. Take me to a Volkswagen dealer.
Come into your local VW dealer for a joyride and learn more about the Passat or Jetta. Right now, you can get a Value Edition Jetta with automatic transmission for $199 a month on a 24-month lease. See why driving anything else would be a Doomkopf move.
$2,350 required at signing. Jetta GLI with standard Z9 headlights available for $279 a month on a 24-month lease. $2,104 required at signing. Excludes taxes, license options, and dealer charges. Supplies limited. Offer expires July 4th, 2006. Call 1-800-DRIVE-VW for details.
The Volkswagen Jetta. Safe happens. Visit your San Diego Volkswagen dealers.
So think about it. Where were you on your last day off? I mean, were you out on the high seas, living it up on your brand new boats? Hey, now's the time to start living. Come on. Hip Marine. San Diego's favorite boat dealership is having their annual Father's Day sale. And guess what? You don't have to be a father. Anybody can take advantage of this sale. The year's best deals on deck boats, family sport boats, wakeboard boats, fishing boats, and more. Now, incredible factory incentives are helping you get into a loaded family ski boat for, guess how much? $165 a month. Yep. That's a pretty good deal. I would have thought it was a lot more than that.
Me too.
I really did. Because, hey, boats aren't cheap. But for just $165 a month, you are in a loaded family ski boat from Hip Marine in Kearney Mesa, right next to Target and the Home Depot Expo. It's right off the 163. Call 858-541-2960. You can check them out online, hipmarine.com. That's HIPP marine.com. Father's Day boat sale. Time to hit the water with Hip Marine. Add to your hipness factor. Shelly is very hip. Let's roll sports right now. Chainsaws here. Let's do it. We're on the KGB Q103. Come on.
Well, good morning and thank you, David. And hello again, everybody in the sports world. Padres clobbered the Dodgers 9-1 last night at Petco Park. Mike Cameron doubled, tripled, and homered, and with one single, could have been the first Padre ever to hit for the cycle. Instead, a walk. With the victory, though, the Padres are now 2 games out of first place, which the Dodgers now share with Arizona. Padres-Dodgers encore tonight at the Friendly Canines. First pitch, 7:05 at Petco Park, Channel 4. The cycle, of course, is when one player hits for a single, double, triple, and home run in the same game. And, David, you should not have asked. You should not have asked.
I don't recall what I asked.
Earlier, you noted no Padre had ever hit for the cycle.
Right.
Nor had any Padre ever pitched a no-hitter.
Right.
And you wondered which was more rare.
Why?
I like statistics.
Oh, I know what's more rare.
And I have an answer. What is?
The hitting for the cycle. If you're talking about a team statistic, I would say there are way more teams in the history of Major League Baseball that have players who have thrown no-hitters as opposed to players who have hit for the cycle. So hitting for the cycle is rarer than a no-hitter.
In the history of Major League Baseball, a player has hit for the cycle 241 times. There have been 238 no-hitters.
Exactly what I said.
That's exactly not what you said. The Padres, Marlins, and Devil Rays are the only teams with neither. But the Padres have had 38 seasons to try. The Marlins are in their 14th, the Devil Rays their 9th. And here's some audio punctuation for this trivia.
Who gives a rat's ass?
Oh, that's harsh. That's harsh. Well, then how about this stat? 40,000 prostitutes have flocked to Germany for the World Cup. Sex with a prostitute during the Soccer World Cup is a little different. You can't use your hands.
Cute.
I'm sorry, is that funny? Are you stand-up comic? Is that what you do now?
I guess.
Whole humor.
Meanwhile, in the National Best.
Clothing, to me, for the most part, is just a tremendous pain. If you think of the amount of time, mental effort, physical energy that goes into your clothes, picking them, buying them. Does that go with that? I don't think I can wear that. Oh, I'm missing a button. This is dirty. I got to get something new. Can't wear this. I think we should all wear the same exact clothes. Because it seems to be what happens eventually anyway. Anytime you see a movie or a TV show where there's people from the future or another planet, they're all wearing the same outfit. I think the decision just gets made. All right, everyone, from now on, it's just going to be the one-piece silver suit with the V-stripe and the boots. That's the outfit. We're going to be visiting other planets. We want to look like a team here. The individuality thing is over. The dry cleaner I can't stand, because I don't think he's doing it. I don't know what goes on back there, but I cannot conceive of such a thing as actual dry cleaning. We all accept it because we see the stores everywhere. But think about it. Dry? What is dry? You can't clean something dry. What do they do? Tap it, shake it, blow on it? There's got to be some kind of a liquid back there. Did you ever get something on your clothes and get it off with a fingernail? That's dry cleaning. That is the only dry cleaning. I brought this guy in a suede jacket, got spots on it because I was in the rain. Says there's nothing we can do. Water ruins leather. Well, no, aren't cows outdoors a lot of the time? When it rains, do the cows go up to the farmhouse? Hey, let us in, we're all wearing leather out here. Hey, open up, man, I'm suede. Dry clean only, I would say, though, is the only warning label that human beings do respect. You know what I mean? Cigarettes, this will give you cancer, emphysema, it'll definitely kill you, babies, everything, screw it. I'll do whatever the hell I want. Don't take this medicine and operate heavy machinery. Ah, glug, glug, glug. That's for beginners. People that don't know what the hell is happening. I've been working on this shop for 20 years. But if you have something that says dry clean only and someone tries to put it in the wash machine, don't put it in the wash machine. Dry clean only, you crazy, out of your mind.
Skidball Association. Thanks in large part to Dwayne Wade's 42 points, the Miami Heat overcame a 12-point deficit to beat the Mavericks 98-96 and avoid the 3-zip hole. Miami now trailing Dallas 2-1 in the NBA Finals. Game 4 tomorrow in Miami. Elimination game for Edmonton. Stanley Cup Finals. Carolina can finish off the Oilers tonight, leading 3-1. First puck 5 o'clock our time. NBC Cable 739. In other sports, David.
Who did Paris Hilton call a fire crotch?
What?
Who did Paris Hilton strip tease for last night in the NFL? Oh, I got all the latest Paris Hilton. I love this girl. She's so great. She's so entertaining. Give you all the juicy details next year on the KGB.
Love it. It is 8:29 and 15 seconds, so this is your 101.5 KGB Sports Network. Oh, my.
The Chainsaw brought to you by Grainger. Have you been to Grainger lately? Stop by 8001 Raytheon Road, San Diego. Check out their newly remodeled branch. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Ask any sports fan. They'll tell you they root for the player that exceeds expectations. The one who gives their all and comes through in the clutch. As a facilities manager, when it comes to clutch performance, count on Grainger. Their knowledgeable reps will listen to your questions and get you the right answers the first time. That saves you money. With convenient locations, over 200,000 products in stock, and fast access to over 2.5 million more, Grainger comes through every time. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
I'm Teresa Villeneuve, and this is my Toyota Highlander Hybrid. The car is so quiet. It is very nice to be able to hear your stereo, your radio, the baby in the back. I get all the comforts of a big car. I've got the cargo space, I've got the people hauling space, and I've got great fuel efficiency. And maybe I'm saving the earth just a little bit. It's an SUV without the guilt.
Toyota, moving forward.
I love you. You think it every day, but you don't always say it. We often assume it's simply understood. This year, don't let it go unspoken. This year, let her know how much she means to you, for all the special times you've been through, and your future, together. Say it every day with a signature diamond 3-stone ring from Ben Bridge Jeweler. 3 dazzling diamonds, symbols of the past, the present, and your future. Ben Bridge has more certified gemologists and registered jewelers of the American Gem Society than any other jeweler in the country, and we stand ready to help you in selecting the perfect diamond to show just how you feel. Celebrate your relationship with the signature 3-stone diamond ring. Visit us at Ben Bridge.
Your personal jeweler, Ben Bridge.
University Town Center and all major malls.
It's all about balance for me, managing the time at my job and taking the right steps to further my career. That's why I chose National University. They have 65-degree programs, but more importantly, the one I was looking for. They're professional and personal, and their mix of practical and theoretical education opened my mind and doors. It is all about me, and National University respects that.
Classes start each month. 28 California campuses. 1-877-97-LEARN.
Film for video camera. $11 on debit MasterCard. A dozen long stem roses. $63 on debit card. Gas to get from office to auditorium. $16 on debit card. Not missing your daughter's debut as tomato number 4? Priceless. Debit MasterCard is a great everyday errand card. From flowers to fill-ups, it's accepted at millions of locations worldwide. There are some things money can't buy. For everything else, there's Debit MasterCard.
Use the Union Bank of California debit card with the MasterCard logo. It's safer than cash and more convenient than checks. Purchase amounts are deducted from your checking account and listed on your monthly statement. And the debit card is accepted at millions of locations worldwide. Visit uboc.com to learn more about the benefits of the Union Bank debit card.
Right now, over 400 brand new 2006 vehicles drastically reduced for immediate sale at one place.
The Giant Pearson Ford.
Whatever you do, don't you dare buy anywhere until you stop by and compare the Giant Pearson Ford at Fairmont, Naco. Now, Gary, of course, we got the drive on us here at Pearson Ford. That means 0% APR financing with your good credit.
And zero money out of your pocket for gas till the year 2007 on select models.
All the details at Pearson Ford. Gary, this is incredible.
Look at a huge inventory. We're talking over 150 F-150s, nearly 100 Super Duties, Mustangs, Explorers, Expeditions, everyone individually tagged with green tags indicating the lowest prices ever.
Plus over 140 pre-owned available too with green tags. I'm telling you, don't buy anywhere till you come to the Giant Pearson Ford. We're so easy to find, right, Gary?
That's right, just off of Interstate 15, a couple blocks east of El Cajon Boulevard in the heart of San Diego.
www.pearsonford.com or call us at
1-800-619-FORD.
The Giant Pearson Ford.
See Pearson Ford, they stand alone at Fairmont and El Cajon.
It's back for 3 days only. The Giant Used Car Tent Sale at Qualcomm Stadium. Over 2,000 vehicles from San Diego's best dealers must be sold. 3 days only. 2,000 cars. Parking and admission are free. Sale starts this Friday at noon.
KGB Traffic, a service of Sleep Train Mattress Centers. Lots of slowing northbound 805 from Balboa to about Miramar till you're off the brakes. Clear in a wreck northbound 125 at the 94. Then westbound 94 slows from Helm Avenue into downtown. Westbound 8 shows the crash at College and then slow from Waring Road to the 805. South 5 slows La Costa to the racetrack. Clear in a wreck southbound 5 at Genesee. Southbound 15 slows from the 78 down to the 56 with a crash clearing in Escondido. Westbound 78 right at the 15. KGB Traffic, a service of Sleep Train Mattress Centers. I'm Ruth, 66, with Dave, Shelley, and Chainsaw, 115 KGB.
Hey, I know this is totally random, but it's also totally cool. Have you seen what happens when you drop Mentos into Coke?
I heard about this. Yeah.
It's insane.
Cool.
It's a volcano, yeah.
Oh, I love it.
If you ever got some time to kill, and you want to do this like in your living room, like right on a white couch.
Sure.
Get a 2-liter bottle of Coke. And drop a handful of Mentos into it. It geysers the Coke like 15 feet in the air.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, it's just insane.
Did you see the clip, Dave, where the guys that invented this or came up with this, they had a whole bunch of bottles of Coke and they were making like a big water show. Like the thing in Vegas where the water turns off and sprays really high.
I looked for that one. They did like 115 bottles of Coke and they turned it into like a Bellagio water show.
It was cool.
I was looking
Dancing
for it.
waters.
Yeah. But I really want to do it.
Oh, we should.
I want to go out. And have you ever had Mentos in your life?
Yeah. Never have.
Never. Never have I had Mentos. And you would, you weirdo.
You know what?
Yeah, they're delicious, David. They're very refreshing.
It's the Fresh Maker.
Yeah, you would.
I don't even think I've seen them for sale.
Sure you have.
Well, they're just
drop
such...
one in one of your cars.
They're just such, dork, weird candy.
Candy, yeah.
They're weird candy.
They are weird candy.
Or candy.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Exactly.
Weird people eat Mentos. I mean, if you're at the store going, hey,
Mentos!
I gotta get Mentos. They're weird. Just take it. We're all weird. That's just your weird moment.
I accept it totally, completely. I mean, I like weird candy.
Really? What other weird candy do you like?
Bottle caps are pretty good.
Oh, everyone loves bottle caps. They're not weird. They're just rare.
Especially the root beer.
Oh, you can't do better than a root beer bottle cap.
They're delicious.
Zots are pretty good.
Zots are killer. They're not weird.
I don't think I've had a bottle cap.
I like Junior Mints.
Gee, what a weirdo. Okay, I don't know where you're going.
Sorry, I don't know. I just thought...
I was listing all the candies I enjoy, David.
You said you like weird candy. Junior Mints aren't weird.
He's so
I thought the
oblivious.
bottle caps and the Zots were.
He is so oblivious to what is weird. He just throws
Yeah, if
everything
you're
out.
weird, you don't know what's weird.
Right.
That's true.
You know, it's just like Shelley. She doesn't know she's insane.
Exactly.
Candy cigarette?
Mm-hmm. You have a candy cigarette?
I've had them. They're delicious.
Well, who
You can't
hasn't?
find them anymore.
Everyone's had candy cigarettes.
Because they encourage kids to smoke, and I think
Right.
they're off the market.
You can
Oh,
buy
you
them.
can still get them.
You can buy them where they sell Mexican candy.
I haven't seen them for a while.
Yeah, they have websites. It's like hard to find candy and stuff like that. You can find all that
You
stuff.
actually search on websites for candy?
That is just the coolest thing. You drop one Mento into, or maybe a handful, I don't know, into a Diet Coke 2-liter bottle. And because it's funnels out of that little spout,
Right.
it's just a geyser.
It looks like a Paris Hilton video.
It's so cool.
Well, there are our weekend plans.
I
Sweet.
totally want to do this. It's so fun. And you know, I've already seen the people at Mentos are like, cool.
Right.
We think that's cool. And the Diet Coke people are like, we think Diet Coke is for consumption.
Shut up. As long as you're pushing the numbers out the door, what do you care?
They got all sniffy about it.
You're losing to Pepsi anyway. Hurry it up.
No, they aren't.
No, they aren't.
Okay.
Okay.
I read a statistic. I'm going to start looking for it right now. Okay. I don't know how I should contribute to the show by looking for ridiculous statistics or locking my refrigerator.
And my silence will indicate that I am wrong.
All right, Paris Hilton.
Mm-hmm.
Paris Hilton and Lindsay Lohan are fine.
Okay.
Lindsay Lohan's a great actress.
Uh-huh.
Paris Hilton is fun.
Mm-hmm.
But if you put them in the same nightclub, it's like dropping Mentos into a Diet Coke.
Wow. Who spewed?
After she did the Letterman show on Monday night, Paris went to this East Village restaurant called Butter.
Uh-huh.
And there's an after-hours club down there. Lindsay was down there with some of her girlfriends. Paris has heard that Lindsay's been seeing her ex-boyfriend, Stavros, the Greek billionaire.
Mm-hmm.
So she went right over to Lindsay and said, I can't believe you and Stavros. You're just so ridiculous. Then she started calling Lindsay every name in the book.
Oh.
Some that even aren't in a book, like Fire Crotch.
Fire Crotch, I
which
love it.
We're pretty sure Paris has invented herself.
Uh-huh.
And then after a couple of minutes, Lindsay's like, I don't have to sit here and take this from a drunken skank like you.
Nice.
Good for
And she
her.
got up and walked out. And this is the best part. When reached for comment, guess what Lindsay's publicist said?
Tell it.
That's exactly what happened.
Wow.
The publicists are always denying stuff.
Exactly.
Right.
Never happened.
Lindsay
she doesn't
wasn't
eat.
there. She was
No.
working with the orphans in
Right.
Africa. She was saving baby seals in Antarctica. Asked about the, I don't have to sit here and take this from a drunken skank like you comment, the publicist said, that's exactly what happened.
Oh, I love it.
Funny.
After Lindsay left, Paris Hilton showed her true class by doing a drunken striptease for Eli Manning and a half a dozen of his teammates who were also in the bar.
Wow.
I love that girl.
Wow.
She is the best. All right. Let's talk about Jewel.
Jewel.
Somebody has to.
She is a treasure.
Yes, chest.
And she's kind of like local or something. I don't know. I think she was in San Diego
You
once.
used to love her.
I adore her, kind of.
Still?
Yeah, yes.
Uh-huh.
You still stalking her?
No, I'm not.
Oh.
Restraining order.
She had to quit going to the gym. Chainsaw was always there.
I know.
Jewel says, I didn't start drinking until I was 30. Okay. Thanks, Jewel.
Good, there was more for us.
I grew up singing in nightclubs for alcoholics, and it never seemed like alcohol helped anyone. I was afraid it would hurt me. But when I turned 30, I realized alcohol really does solve all your problems.
Help them enjoy your music.
Whoever says drinking doesn't help was telling a lie. It's the greatest thing there is.
Wow.
Are you cracking on our local treasure, Jewel?
I'd love to.
Funny.
No, never.
Well, you're sounding like maybe you don't like her music or something.
I think she has a couple of good songs.
Yeah?
This is how I turn around and compliment her.
It's the rip and compliment.
Absolutely.
If you compliment the hell out of him, then you get on the sideline and rip him to shreds. It's
Right.
fun. Try it. But finish with a compliment.
You guys know who Jenna Elfman is?
Yes.
Yes.
I don't know.
Been on the show.
Yes, she has. And I don't know what's going on with her TV show.
I don't think it's on anymore.
Me either.
Was it on for like 1 week or
1
something?
week, something like that.
Couple weeks.
She had Dharma and Greg for years, and then she had this new show. I forget what it's called.
New character.
She was
still
a
Dharma.
lawyer with
Yeah.
Dabney Coleman was her dad.
Yeah.
And I remember when she was on, I asked her if she ever took any crap for ditching. I think she was born Roman Catholic or something like that, but now she's into Scientology.
Right.
And I asked her if they, at family reunions and stuff, they ever given any crap about that.
Right.
And she was pretty cool about it. She said, oh, no, people are respectful, blah, blah, blah. But Jenna Elfman does not like it when people make fun of her religion. A movie director named John Roker says Jenna verbally attacked him last weekend. He was wearing a T-shirt that had Tom Cruise's picture on the front, John's Travolta's on the back. Both sides of the shirt said Scientology is gay.
Well, that's an unnecessary shirt. No, I mean, I didn't mean it that way necessarily.
Oh.
Well, who cares? Whatever.
It's an in-your-face shirt.
Word started to fly. The next thing he knew, the director says, Jenna said, what crimes have you committed? Have you raped a baby?
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Jesus.
Whoa. And people started going, what? What did you say? One insider said, if she was just allowed to take her medication, these outbursts could be prevented.
Yeah.
A couple years ago, Madonna kissing Britney Spears on MTV made headlines around the world, but now Madonna's not speaking to her. She is furious that Britney has rejected Kablabla.
Aww.
By the way, I hear that tomorrow night on NBC, Britney is going to collapse into tears in this gripping interview that she did with Matt Lauer about how she's an emotional wreck.
Serious hard-hitting news.
Let's just hope it's in high def.
Yep.
Madonna spent months teaching Britney the Kablabla system and splashed out thousands on the ancient scripture for her. And now Madonna's demanding that Britney return the 12th century book that she gave her as a wedding present. Thanks.
Nice.
Thanks. You invite a rich chick like Madonna to your wedding, and what does she give you for a wedding present?
12th century book, man.
Pages probably fall right out.
Come on, how about one of your old cone bras or something cool?
Something you can sell on eBay for some money.
Madonna's publicist refuses to comment. But a source says she feels like she wasted time, money, and precious gifts on a white trash bimbo who's just hopeless. But we're not going to comment. The you-know-what hit the fan. Back in March of last year, when the New York Post ran the following item, they said, action hero Bruce Willis got some action of a different kind after the screening of his new movie. At an after-party at the Peninsula Hotel, Willis and teen queen Lindsay Lohan enjoyed a mutual grope fest.
Oh, goodness.
I told you about that.
Yeah, that's right.
There was a very dirty, very brief hookup between Lindsay Lohan and Bruce Willis. And there are pictures to prove it. At one picture, Bruce had Lindsay's pants down far enough to reveal a tattoo on her right butt cheek.
Wow.
Oh.
Oh. Eventually, Bruce and a few friends, including Lohan, took the party upstairs to his suite, and that made a lot of people queasy. Not the least of which was Bruce Willis, who called the paper and demanded a retraction, which he got the next day.
Yeah.
But get this, the next issue of Star Magazine says Lindsay Lohan has been letting friends listen to a message that Bruce had left for her.
Oh, good.
Hey, gorgeous. I had so much fun with you last night. The 51-year-old star told the 18-year-old Lohan. Lindsay's got a thing for older men, but Bruce Willis has a reputation to uphold, not to mention 3 daughters who are Lindsay's age. So Star Magazine better be ready for the retraction that he's going to demand from them. Let's see. What else do I have? Eva Longoria. All you wannabe writers out there who slave away trying to get published, you'll be happy to hear this. Eva Longoria, who's never written more than a postcard, has just signed a big money deal to write her first novel.
Good grief.
Who doesn't want to read a book written by Eva Longoria?
Not me.
Lots of pictures, I hope.
They offered me an outrageous advance, and I like the idea of seeing my book on a shelf. The plot is top secret.
Oh, what could
Don't
it be?
try prying it out of me.
The day
It's in
I
the
broke
vault.
my fingernail. Oh.
She says the plot is top secret, but let's just say I have a wild imagination.
Oh, brother.
Okay. It's no secret that singer and songwriter Sting can often be found at strip joints. Now we know why. His wife is insane.
Oh, no.
Trudy Styler just threw a party for her son Jake's 21st birthday. Now, for those of you who missed this yesterday on the Half-Baked Crackpot News, it bears revisiting. Trudy Styler, that's Sting's wife,
Right.
threw a birthday party for their 21-year-old son at this club in London. And the entertainment was a surprise. She played a fully graphic video of her birthing him in a nightclub with all the friends. Yep. Squirting a baby out of her fire crotch. Everyone was totally shocked. Didn't know where to look. It was explicit and gruesome.
What's wrong with people?
Jake turned bright red. Everyone felt bad for him. His mother disagrees. Jake is a film producer, so I thought it'd be a good idea to show his first movie role.
Oh, my God.
She is insane.
Afterwards, he groaned, but secretly he was probably quite proud of it all and touched that we made the effort. I honestly think don't think he was embarrassed, said Mom.
Right.
No.
Not at all.
No.
Everybody wants to see.
Have you ever had that offer?
Now,
Yeah, I had a kegger once. A big couple's kegger.
Oh.
And they had the new baby in the back and all that. The baby. Hey, we're going to show the birth video now.
No, you're not. Don't do it.
And he was pissed when we left.
Oh.
We said, we're going to go. No, you got to, no. The old arm twist.
Oh, my
the
God.
three-attempt arm twist as I'm dashing out to my car
Now,
at
who said this?
increasing speed.
Who said this to you, the guy or the girl?
The husband.
The husband.
God.
The husband.
Yes.
Poor cookie.
Radio sales guy. Yeah.
Frank McGrath.
Yes.
I knew it.
Frank McGrath.
Frank.
Oh, no.
Frank's kids are in their 80s. Come on, that couldn't have been him.
Holy cow.
Good times.
Yeah.
Good times. We see some weird things on TV these days. You can see chess tournaments on TV.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird enough that they have poker games on TV, but they're very popular. Well, guess what's coming to A&E now?
What?
A&E. The first annual, and I'm not making it up, $50,000 purse, rock, paper, scissors championship.
Oh, my God. It's insane. What is wrong with people?
What's up, dude?
Well, God, that's awful. It's just ridiculous. I mean, we have cards. That's good. Mm-hmm. We have the spelling bee, which is good once a year.
This is once a year.
It's just once a year, this thing?
For the past few months, Budweiser has been sponsoring local competitions in bars throughout America. And they have flown the 260 cracked finalists to Vegas.
Oh, God.
One by one, the rock, paper, scissors players are eliminated until the winner is crowned and gets his or her $50,000. It's winner take all.
Wow.
Usually on a rock, paper, scissors, he will follow with a rock in this case, and I think that's what the other players are thinking, so they're going to go with paper. God.
Yeah, who gets the play-by-play on that show?
Oh, who's going to outbluff who? Oh. Patterns.
One of the finalists is Tom Meredith of Fort Wayne, Indiana. They asked him about his strategy, and he said, what strategy?
Oh, God.
It's luck.
It's luck of the draw.
33%.
But Lacey Henry of Oklahoma City says it's a common misconception that RPS, as it's known in the streets.
RPS. Oh, my God.
The bee.
It's a common misconception that it doesn't involve strategy. For instance, frat boys throw a lot of rocks. It's a testosterone thing. Older married men throw a lot of paper.
Yeah.
The event will be officiated by longtime Nevada boxing referee Richard Steele, who said, "This is clearly the highlight of my career." Once again, that's the National RPS Championship, Saturday, 12 noon, A&E.
High def.
Oh, not ESPN?
A&E, baby.
Wow.
RPS.
Wow.
I better rest
Tag
up.
that. Lucky's.
And guess who was the
Oh, my God.
host of the 2004 International Rock, Paper, Scissors World Championships.
I have no guess, David. Who could it be?
Been on our show.
Let's see.
Channel 4 superstar Matt Vasgersian. Host.
Wow.
The RPS Championship.
Well, he did the XFL, so he might as well go with this schluck event. Look out now, Johnny throws a rock, but Bill brings up paper. Paper covers rock. How do you eat your meat if you can't eat your pudding? I love it. How can you have any pudding if you don't eat Johnny? Johnny throws paper over Billy's rock, and it's all over here at the RPS Championship. Santa Maria! There it is. One of the finest sportscasters this city or this country has ever known. Or this earth has ever known. Matty V in the house.
Still waiting for him to bust into some song lyrics. I saw Giles go yard the other day, and I was hoping to, crack open some aha. Didn't happen. The high-pitched part where the guy gets real high with his voice. Perfect time. Take on me. Let's go.
I threw a little Bob Euchre out the other day. It was pretty good.
Not the
I prefer
same.
the song lyrics.
Oh, yeah.
My friends at Sleep Train have put together just an unbelievable deal. Anyone else said it, I'd call them a big fat liar, and I'd say it to their face. Liar. But not Sleep Train. When you shop at Sleep Train, you've made a wise choice because you are shopping at the only place here on the West Coast that offers you all the big brand names under one roof. And when I mean big brand names, I don't mean Grandpa slapped it together in the big back room. I mean Sealy, Simmons, Stearns & Foster, Select Comfort, Tempur-Pedic. Best, most advanced sleeping systems on Earth. They're all under one roof. And when you shop at Sleep Train and you've got good credit, and you sure, Tom, hi, they give you 48 months to pay. No bill comes due until 2010 on your good credit. Sleep Train San Diego. It's their 21st anniversary. Help them celebrate. Saving a bunch of money. Lowest price guarantee. Free same-day delivery. It's no wonder they are your ticket to a better night's sleep. What's up, Jim?
Dave.
Yeah.
I think if you can get a hold of him, I think Bud Schlitz should be the one to host the rock, paper, scissors contest.
Oh, wouldn't that be something?
Yes, it would.
Live from Las Vegas. Bud Schlitz.
That would be awesome.
Wow.
Bud Schlitz doing the RPS.
All right, Dave, have a good day.
Yeah, if we ever hear from Bud again, pass that on to him. Eric, you're on the DSC. Is this Chris Boyer's friend Eric?
Buddy.
Negative. First time caller, long time listener, Dave.
What's going on, Eric?
Hey, I was trying to find World Cup coverage the other day, and they happen to have a dominoes tournament on ESPN2.
Wow.
4 guys sitting around who would have been equally as happy on a park bench somewhere. With, no point scoring, just getting your rack cleaned first.
Now, I got to say, if they're doing that thing with dominoes where they have it in a crazy design and they knock them all down, I'm a sucker for that. Yeah. I totally watched that.
That takes time and skill. This is just matching the numbers. No points, no nothing. It's ridiculous.
Ridiculous,
David.
Thank you, Eric.
You gotta go.
Very good. Did you see that thing the other day? They were setting up the Guinness Book of World Records, largest domino fall on Earth. I can't even tell you how many tens of thousands of dominoes were used in this thing. And a bird flew into the gymnasium when they were setting it up and set it off.
That's awesome.
Some little domino nerd had to throw himself into the wreckage to stop it from completely destroying the entire setup.
I heard they pummeled the bird, just beat it senseless.
Really?
Yeah. Animal rights activists all over. How can they do that? What are you talking about?
Domino nerd rage. Out of control.
Have you seen the human domino film. It's, Australia or Europe someplace where they have a long line of humans. And they do the long domino. The humans actually fall, tip the guy in front of them over all the way, like for miles through this city, upstairs, downstairs, splits.
I think I have seen that. It's weird.
Yeah, it's very strange.
All right, Fire Crotch. It's coming up here on the Half-Baked Crackpot News.
Oh, I'm Fire Crotch now?
Yeah, why not?
Oh, cool. Well, there's still surprise about that visit Bush made to Iraq.
Yeah, did you hear about this?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They had to know he was going somewhere. It's not like he can just sneak out.
I know.
Pretty sure he flies away on a big green helicopter.
Well, this was a nondescript helicopter, and he left Camp David in that. It was reported yesterday, and then he went over to Edwards, and then he sneaked in the back of the airplane. But it's Air Force One. If that's taken off, that
Snuck
something's
up the
happened.
tailpipe?
He did. Well, that's the way he likes it, David.
I ain't gonna fall for president in the tailpipe.
But then he gets there, and the prime minister didn't even know until like 2 minutes before.
I
Hey,
know.
wash your hands, Slappy. You got to meet the president.
He didn't even know
Didn't
he
know.
was coming. You got to think the prime minister of Iraq, the newly installed prime minister, busts into, if I knew you were coming, I'd have baked the cake. Totally surprised him.
Well, he just wanted to check out and see how he's doing on the job.
Yeah.
And if you know he's coming, then, he might make things look better than they actually
Put out
are.
some bunting.
Exactly.
Maybe
President-
have a little quartet.
Right.
Yeah, man, he wanted to show up as the mystery shopper. He's going to mystery shop Iraq.
What else are we talking about today?
We have some annoying celebrities. Jack Black is a new dad.
Oh, I hate to think of him as being an annoying celebrity. I like Jack.
I like him a lot, too. I really
Nacho
do.
Libre.
We're going to hear from Cher.
No, she's annoying.
We're going to hear from... Oh, Daryl Hannah had a little mishap yesterday.
I saw that.
Yeah.
She got a part.
And did you hear what happened to Jerry Lewis?
Heart attack.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yep.
Right here in San Diego. Mild. He's going to be fine. So we're going to have him talking as well.
Mike, you're on the DSC. What's going on?
Hey, the Wii Network is premiering a new contest next week, too. The staring contest.
Staring contest. Got to watch that.
Yeah.
Yeah, got to watch that.
Looking out for that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Thanks, Mike.
You're welcome.
We're going to kick off the summer of 9 to 5 in just a second here. Emily McGuire.
Yes, sir.
What do people who are doing us the courtesy of listening to this radio station have a chance of winning as we kick off the summer of 9 to 5? Or can you not read it because of the giant zit?
You turn out the lights, it'll just pulse and glow, and you can read it.
Stop.
Illumination.
I'm just concerned about you, Emily. That's all.
Thanks.
What's up?
We're giving away tickets to the Black Crows, which they are at VA House this weekend.
What's that, Emily? Okay. Excellent.
Well, tickets to the Black Heads.
Oh, God. Stop it.
What's the matter?
This is just terrible,
What's the
isn't
matter?
it?
Gross.
Oh, why did you grow up for 10 days?
That's what concealer's for. Just pretend it's not there.
There isn't enough concealer.
Well, cut your hair some bangs or something.
All the way over... Where is it, Emily?
Maybe you can just hang a saucepan off your forehead. How do you not see it? I thought you'd gone Hindu on us.
Well.
She's taking up kebab law where Brittany left off.
It's cable hookup.
Go.
Basically, she's getting cable. Cox. Wow.
Stop it.
Yeah. No, that's
Stop
lower.
it.
Yeah, I know.
We kid because we can.
Yes. I think it's good we can because we love.
No.
Oh.
No.
Okay. I got it wrong.
God, that's icky. What are you
Yeah,
talking
you're
about?
right. What am I thinking?
Wow.
That's our job. That's what we do.
Uh-huh.
Emily's got a big one. She's showing it. Big driver.
I thought that was Rudolph.
That's bigger than mine. Yeah, Santa's on the phone. Emily Jane, with your forehead so bright.
Won't you drive my slate?
There's Donner and Blisson. Hey, who's the new chick? Is that the one who bruised your soft palate?
Nice ass.
Hey, the light went out on the top of that tower.
Emily.
Get Emily to climb up there.
Just stand up there.
Yeah.
You guys are so mean. I'm sorry I helped in that one, Emily.
Okay.
You'll be able to see it all when our new major motion picture comes out this Christmas because Emily sprouted this just in time for a big scene she had to reshoot. And
Is that the name of the movie?
She had this thing done. This movie was the scene was shot.
Yeah.
And then Chainsaw calls us, we got to reshoot that scene. Doink! Sprouted.
And there was not enough concealer.
No.
Hey, some snipers lasered in on your forehead. Oh, sorry. I guess
Did
not.
Malvo get loose? What the hell?
Sorry. It's not a sniper. Good news is you're not going to get shot, you know. But...
Emily moonlighting as a lighthouse. Where's Emily? She's out there in Point Loma.
Oh, my head hurts. Oh, God.
Anyway, Emily Roethlisberger will be in our movie, and she's going to...
Thanks, my stomach's fine.
Mm-hmm.
None of that would have happened. None of it would have happened.
You had to point out his stomach growl.
You're really going to sit there and say, I was just really concerned about you.
I was scared at first.
Wow, that's a loud stomach rumble, Rackets. What's wrong with you?
Now I wish I had said that. So I'd be like, are you okay?
To save it for next time.
Keep it down over there. That's what I should have said.
You should have said what?
Keep it down over there.
That's what a rock said to Bush. Are you okay? And bonged the crack out of him.
What?
All right, crackpot news coming your way next year. The KGB and Q103.
Hey, Cindy Pace here. Just wondering if you're getting the best mileage out of your vehicle. I care about you, and that's why I want you to know about my friends at West Escondido Auto and Transmission. When was the last time you had your car, truck, or motorhome checked out by certified master techs? They own all the latest factory testing equipment, and they know how valuable your time is. That's why they're open 6 days a week and will do their best to get you back on the road as quickly as possible. They did it for me. Call them now, 760-741-0071. West Escondido Auto and Transmission.
Banner's clearance sale means savings up to 70%. Plus, no money down and no interest for 2 years.
Let's gas up Air Force One and go to Baghdad. That's what the president did. Just got a wild hair.
Is it spring break there or something? I don't know.
We'll talk about that in just 1 second here at the KGB. Jerry's got a question about our new movie coming out this Christmas. Yes, Jerry.
Yeah, Dave, I heard that's going to be an IMAX film. Is that true?
Our film is not going to be an IMAX film.
I don't know how they're going to get that zit of Emily's on a normal screen, though.
Nice.
Maybe we'll have to film just that segment in IMAX.
Love your show.
I love yours. How you doing over there, McGuire?
Feeling pretty good about myself right now.
All right, are we ready for this morning's
Yes,
half-baked crackpot news? Shelley Dunn, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, dummy up now. Everyone get
Thank you, David.
educated.
It was a surprise visit to Iraq, after which President Bush arrived back in the nation's capital this morning. ABC's Maya Kulicki, don't change the name, in Washington has details of that trip.
I got something you can Kulicki.
During the visit, President Bush told the Iraqi people America and Iraq must be partners in building the future. Despite low approval ratings and political pressure, the president did not announce troop withdrawals.
And
I'll withdraw something for you.
The Prime Minister of Iraq, Nouri al-Maliki, a lot of licky going on, has launched Operation Forward Together, deploying 20,000 Iraqi soldiers and 50,000 police to restore security in Baghdad. More from ABC's Miguel Marquez in Baghdad.
It is the biggest security crackdown in Baghdad since the U.S. invasion here in 2003. And right now there are tens of thousands of troops on the streets here, manning checkpoints and roadblocks.
Well, the crackdown hasn't brought an immediate halt to the violence racking Baghdad. A bomb in a parked car struck in the northern part of the city, killing at least 4 civilians. Now, it is a day after President Bush made that surprise trip to Iraq. Followers of a radical cleric have staged a rally protesting that visit, even though it's already over. Bush's trip to Baghdad to show support for the new government there has drawn mostly favorable reaction in Congress. More from ABC's senior national correspondent Claire Shipman in Washington.
The White House is well aware, of course, it can't dwell on the success of this one-day mission. There is a flip side, of course. The fact that the president had to sneak into Baghdad hardly suggests a situation nearing stability there.
And senior administration officials, including Defense Secretary Donald Rumsfeld, and Secretary of State Condoleezza Rice, were briefing select members of Congress that on U.S. strategy in Iraq, asked his thoughts on the president's stealth trip to Baghdad. Here's Rummy talking.
It was a good thing to do. It's important that this government be supported. The president wanted them to know we wanted to be supportive of them and that we wish them well.
10 hours is the estimated time that Congress members will debate Iraq tomorrow. Congressman Eric Cantor says they hope to work toward resolution, but also reassurance.
Commending our troops and reestablishing sort of to the American people why it is that we're in Iraq.
He says the debate will focus on domestic achievements and security. And President Bush still talking. He says he'd like to close the detention center at Guantanamo Bay, but at the same time, Bush warns that the place holds some people he describes as darn dangerous. He was asked at a White House news conference about whether the facility is damaging America's image abroad. Bush says eventually the detainees will either be sent home or put on trial. He says they will get proper legal representation during such trials. Asked about other problems, including abuse of prisoners at an Iraqi jail and accusations that Marines killed civilians, Bush said 99.9% of U.S. troops are honorable people serving under tough conditions. And the White House has announced a very unusual field trip for President Bush when one of his closest allies visits at the end of this month. ABC's Ann Compton at the White House now reports.
How much does President Bush value the friendship of Japan's prime minister during these difficult days? So much that the president and Mrs. Bush will personally escort Junichiro Koizumi on a pilgrimage to celebrate the prime minister's idol. Yes, Elvis. The president is taking Koizumi to Graceland during a state visit in 2 weeks. Ann Compton, ABC News, the White House.
Everybody in the whole cell block, get down and do the jailhouse rock.
And Cher will be on Capitol Hill today and tomorrow, along with the founder of Operation Helmet, a group that raises money to buy special helmet linings for U.S. troops fighting in Iraq. Cher, 60 years old, most parts of her anyway, called into C-SPAN's Washington Journal last month. It was an open call segment. She was talking about the need to properly equip American soldiers on the front lines. Cher didn't actually identify herself when she called in at first, but the host of the show, Steve Scully, recognized her voice.
Is that Cher?
Cher, babe.
I know that I'm an entertainer, and I know that I'm from Hollywood, and I should have no conscience. But, you know, I'm an American, and I just cannot bear these people for another moment.
Well, who doesn't think that our soldiers should be well armed?
Oh, absolutely.
Why does it take freaking Cher
to do it?
I don't get this.
Here she is talking more about the need to properly equip American soldiers on the front lines.
If there is a country...
Hey, your voice changed, Cher.
No kidding. Well, it's always been low.
...committed unspeakable atrocities in the world.
That's not Cher.
It is the United States of America.
Now play Cher.
I am sick and tired of people who say that if you debate and you disagree with this administration, somehow you're not patriotic, and we should stand up and say we are Americans and we have a right to debate and disagree with any administration.
You're hungry again?
Go ahead and talk, Cher.
This president who claims to be a Christian, how can a Christian send people into harm's way and not make sure that they are properly taken care of? So, you know, if he believes in hell, I would be really nervous if I was him.
Ooh, tough talking, Cher.
A stern religious shakedown from Cher. Pope Cher.
And she's worn the funny hats before, so there might be something there. And ABC's Bob Woodruff stopped by the network's New York newsroom Tuesday to see his colleagues for the first time since he was gravely injured by a roadside bomb in Iraq in January. Bob said he thought of his coworkers often during the early days of his recovery.
Woke up in his hospital, and I looked up and
And I just thought about you guys, and I thought about everything that I wanted badly to come back to.
That's what I did. I woke up in the hospital, and the first thing I thought of was the guy with the gaffer tape over there. And the key grip. First thing.
Yeah, I believe it. Local and federal authorities in the Washington, D.C. area are still trying to recover that laptop that was stolen from the home of a Veterans Affairs analyst who's been fired. ABC's Pam Coulter reporting now from Washington.
6 weeks after the break-in at a VA employee's Maryland home, the FBI's finally activated a hotline to collect tips on the missing laptop containing personal information on millions of veterans and active duty troops.
If you have information related to the theft of the Veterans Administration laptop, please press 2.
Information that leads to the recovery of the
For English,
laptop and a
press
separate
1.
hard drive is worth $50,000. You can turn in either anonymously and be eligible for up to half the reward. Pam Coulter, ABC News, Washington.
Well, let's move on to weather news. Alberto has weakened and been downgraded now to just a tropical depression over South Carolina. The first named storm of the season churned through the southeast early this morning, bringing much needed rain. Here's James Franklin. You might think he's a rock star, but no, he's with the Hurricane Center. He's a specialist with the National Hurricane Center in Miami.
There have been a number of reports of tornadoes, and that risk will continue through today in portions of South Carolina and eastern North Carolina.
Okay.
And it turns out FEMA was hoodwinked for more than $1 billion by supposed hurricane victims who lied about their claims. Here's ABC News national correspondent Jim Hickey. More on a new and damning government report.
The destructive power of Hurricane Katrina created thousands of victims.
Significant amount of damage.
No power.
Total annihilation.
The storm also created plenty of con artists. The government says $1.4 billion in emergency funds went to people who had no emergency at all, but paid for things like a 2-month stay in a Hawaiian hotel, porn videos, a divorce lawyer. Payments were even made to prison inmates. The report says 16% of emergency hurricane funds went to phony claims. Jim Hickey, ABC News.
Including in one
Isn't
report
that
I
dandy?
saw, a sex change operation as well.
Find those people and
A
just
sex
kill them.
change?
Mm-hmm.
What's that, Cliff?
Can't we just find those people and just kill them? I mean, truly, really. When
How about prosecuting him? I don't need to kill him. I want the money back.
Right.
you're not going to get the money back. They don't have any money to begin with. That's why they had
okay.
to
Well, then go
steal.
ahead and kill him.
Yeah.
Let's just cut right to the chase.
That's more likely.
I just that is unthinkable.
It's
inexcusable.
ridiculous. It's unthinkable. I can't even conceive of it. It's unthinkable. Therefore, it is. Maybe you're just dumb. If you can't think of it, and you can't conceive of that, and it happens all the time.
And what kind of controls do they have in place?
They should have put a lock on their refrigerator. Nobody would have taken that money.
If they'd put a hasp-ad FEMA,
right?
This wouldn't have happened. Kill them.
Stupid.
If you can't think of something, kill them.
Yeah, right.
I like that. I think that's a good plan, Chainsaw.
All right, organization.
Y'all done locking up your fridge?
I got one more rivet to place.
What's
and then I'm
taking
done.
so damn long?
Oh, well, it's a couple of minute spot break, and less is more, and...
And I can slowly walk in there, David.
And I want to do it correctly.
It doesn't look half bad. It really doesn't look half bad.
Really?
Yeah, I went in there to go get a good laugh at him. He's done a pretty good job putting it down there.
Thanks, Dave.
Yes.
That's all right.
Smartly riveted on. There'll be no more pilfering from Boyer's
Fort
refrigerator
Boyer.
for you, mister.
Thank you.
You're going to have to win the lottery to get your next beer.
I'm going to try.
What's going on with the lottery?
Well, you know,
Unfortunately, he's going to have to win the lottery to buy me my beer.
And he stole 2 weeks ago, David.
is he done, or does he have more?
I am not finished, but I will allow you to continue.
Does he
I
have
will
more
continue.
dribble drabble to compute?
Dribble drabble?
Jibber
You know.
jabber.
Well, you know,
Don't tell me jibber jabber in my courtroom.
Okay, go ahead.
the Super Lotto Plus jackpot's up to $64 million now. Drawing is tonight. All you have to do is buy one ticket for a chance to win this kind of dough. Imagine what you can do with $64 million. I know what I would do.
What would you do?
I would help heal that gigantic crater, humongous zit on Emily's face. I would help with that.
I don't know if $64 million
It might
is
not.
enough for that one.
Well, not
that'd be
even make enough clear.
A down payment, maybe, something like that.
That'd be a good start.
What's the matter, Emily?
Not that bad.
Oh, okay.
I could probably fund a grant with that kind of money. Come up with
President
some sort
Bush has declared an emergency.
President Bush just landed on her zit. It was a surprise visit.
That drawing's tonight, so get your Super Lotto Plus ticket today.
Where's the president? He's over there, and Emily's it. Total surprise. Hop in.
You know what? Whatever you do, don't walk outside and face traffic and come to a screeching halt. Red light!
$64 million.
$64 million. Imagine what a buck can do.
AT&T Yellow Pages presents Hank and Frank, rival brothers who shared a common dream of selling the finest shags, Berbers, and 60/40 nylon blend carpets their town had ever seen. Hank opened up on the town's south side and Frank in the north. But while Hank chose to advertise in the most used directory, the AT&T Yellow Pages, Frank chose a lesser-known directory. They're not really yellow, but looks yellow enough pages. It was a fatal decision. Frank eventually abandoned his carpet dreams and today lives a quiet life in the Oregon forests with no running water, but a modest upper-grade carpet. As for Hank, he owns 7 area stores and is expanding his carpet empire west.
Results delivered. More businesses advertise in the AT&T Yellow Pages for a reason. It's the most seen, the most used, the most trusted. And with yellowpages.com, you have complete coverage wherever customers turn. Call your representative at 877-511-4483. The new AT&T. Your world delivered.
3 million people are on the go in San Diego, and most of them go in their cars. You probably noticed that at rush hour. Because of this, San Diego has an intense need for roads and freeways that move. Local home builders are doing their part to ease your commutes by building or paying for new roads all the time. They just invested another $800 million as part of Transnet funding. You can see that list of roads at biasandiego.org. Home builders are good neighbors who invest in your community. A message from the San Diego Building Industry Association.
Anybody here have a dad or grad in the house? It's that time of year. Bring them to Trophies, the ultimate and unique casual dining. For dads and grads of all ages, Trophies has a wonderful kids menu and an award-winning regular menu with hearty portions on bigger plates. A world-class bar, the best service in town. This is a no-brainer for your brainy new graduate and always a favorite with dad. 4 locations in San Diego, Grossmont Center, Hazard Center across from UTC, and downtown at 6th and K. Dads and grads, meet me at Trophies.
This is San Diego County Mercedes-Benz Radio. Take 1.
Southern Californians love their bodies. Hard bodies, beach bodies, unit bodies. Yes, a full-size 7-passenger Mercedes-Benz GL Class with unit body construction is pretty hot. And hey, buy one now, you could be showing off your new bulk at the beach or gym in, like, no time. Of course, we Southern Californians also know it's not just about looks, it's really what's inside that counts. The GL sports the industry's only 7-speed transmission. Plus, it has over 80 cubic feet of cargo space, with the second and third row seats down, which makes it impressive inside and out. So see your San Diego County Mercedes-Benz dealer and be the first to own the new GL, the only full-size European luxury SUV in the U.S. Then get out there and show off your hot new unit body to everyone.
Great. That was San Diego County Mercedes-Benz. Around here, you have to love what you drive.
Test drive the new GL Class full-size SUV today at any of the 3 San Diego County Mercedes-Benz dealers, including Mercedes-Benz of San Diego at 4750 Kearny Mesa Road in San Diego.
Selecting the right attorney for divorce or custody issues is one of the most important decisions a man can make. This is Bill Goldberg of the law firm Goldberg & Jones. The impact of a divorce can last a lifetime. I tell clients to check out all their options. Once they understand the law, we help them make intelligent decisions.
Call 1-800-DIVORCE. Get your phone questions answered at no charge. If you have a custody or divorce situation, let them help you. Call 1-800-DIVORCE.
Now, if you're looking for a home in San Diego, tell me if this sounds like a good home. Situated way up on top of the hill where the incredible views are, the ocean breezes blow. A home that's built in a neighborhood that is a complete town from the ground up. A home that has a town square with new schools, a 19-acre park, baseball fields, soccer fields, community center. A home that's going to have shopping and dining. A central urban business district that is close enough to walk to. A home where on the weekends you can just bring out a lawn chair, bring out a blanket, watch a family movie in the Central Park. And that's free. You just kind of hang out, just chill out. Does that sound pretty good to you? That's what San Elijo Hills has. In fact, San Elijo Hills has it all. If you're looking for a home in San Diego, you want to go up to San Elijo Hills. Up on the top of San Elijo Road. They're open every day from 10 to 5. Find out more by going to their website, sanelijohills.com, or call 888 SANELIJO. Round 2 of this morning's Crackpot News. We've already heard Cher giving a stern religious lecture to the President of the United States.
Absolutely.
That was certainly entertaining.
Yeah.
What else do we have coming up here?
Well, moving into the sports world, Chainsaw's been telling us, but I thought it merited mentioning in the news, that Super Bowl winning quarterback Ben Roethlisberger is recovering in a Pittsburgh hospital. He hit a car, as you've heard, while riding his motorcycle. Ohio's mayor, or the Findlay is the town, Tony Iriti, says they're keeping their native son in their thoughts.
Ben is a great kid, and his family and our family have been friends for a long time, and just keeping him in our prayers.
And he says, like everybody else, they want to see Big Ben back on the playing field.
We just keep praying for him, and hopefully the injuries won't be that serious.
In other news, a food industry watchdog group says KFC does chicken wrong. The Center for Science in the Public Interest says the chicken chain uses oil that contains artery-clogging trans fat.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Fried chicken has fat in it.
You're going to tell me that KFC is not health food?
Yes.
I thought it was a protein bar. It's fried chicken?
You got some bad info. High levels of fat can take years off your life, but this chicken fan doesn't care.
I know their chicken is pretty heavy, greasy, but it's just once in a while.
Do you know how good fried chicken is?
It's so great.
It's delicious, David.
They even have grilled chicken there that's pretty darn good.
And they have a wrap that's pretty darn good, too.
With wrap.
It's pretty good.
Who goes to KFC for a wrap?
I do. It's pretty
Why?
good.
It's
Give me a wrap and a
fried
Diet
chicken.
Coke and some salad would be nice.
It's in the wrap. You don't need the salad. Another fan of the KFC chicken.
I know a lot of things I eat are not healthy. It's just we want it.
It's good.
We desire it.
Yo.
So we go and we eat it.
And you know how every other year they tell you something's bad for you and then it's good for you and then it's bad for you again and then another study says it's good for you again. Well, now, good news for you if you like to have your coffee every day. Ronnie Liza tells us it could be good for your liver.
The study of more than 125,000 people in the United States shows 1 cup of coffee a day cut the risk of alcohol-induced liver disease by 20% and 80% with 4 cups. Now, we all know coffee has what? Caffeine.
But for that matter, so does Coca-Cola, and so does tea. And tea was not found to be protected.
Dr. Clark Smith, medical director of Sharp Vista Pacifica, says while the study is interesting, he hopes people don't jump on it and drink lots of coffee thinking it will safeguard them while they either keep drinking lots of alcohol or drink even more. Ronnie Loiza, San Diego.
Hey, Paul, how you doing?
Hey, good, Dave.
Paying attention to the news here today, Paul? We just found out that fried chicken is fatty.
Yep.
And
Hey, I can't believe that. I'll have to change my diet.
And coffee will take a buzz off.
Hey, well, you know what? Maybe coffee will get that fried chicken out of you.
could be.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I got a theory on the mysterious growth on Emily's forehead.
Well, that ginormous zit?
Yeah, you know what? It might not be a zit. It might just be her conjoined twin finally coming out.
Oh, God.
Gotta go.
During the credits, I have an idea. Emily then zoom in and her conjoined twin as herself.
We could glue hanks of hair to it and make it look more normal.
And listen, we want to calm everyone down. There is no truth to the rumor spreading around that evacuation orders have been issued here in San Diego before Mount Emilito erupts. But FEMA is setting up some trailers here in the Clear Channel.
And stock up on water and food, really, because you might be in your homes without power for
I've
a
already
while.
made my 2-month Hawaiian vacation plans.
Awesome.
Plan to bilk FEMA out of that.
After it blows,
Yeah.
the rain will create a second Crater Lake.
Oh.
Just to keep a good thought there. It won't, no lastingness.
It's her conjoined twin emerging.
I love that.
God. It's terrible.
Nice carbuncle.
Ew.
Keep rubbing it. It'll go away.
Covering. I can hardly see it today. It's not that big.
Just like yesterday.
Just hang a saucepan off of it.
Put a bandage on it.
A bandage. All right. It's always good. A big bandage on your head.
Doesn't call attention to it at all.
No.
Just say I got in another bar fight.
Yeah,
Jack and Jill went up the hill. Come on.
What?
She broke her crown, David.
Oh.
I wrapped his head in vinegar and brown paper.
What verse is that? Who's the guy who reads the 7th or 8th verse of Jack and Jill?
What a dork.
You
It's
know
a
he did
dork
that as
storm.
a 3-year-old, yeah.
Dork storm.
And you actually got the reference, too. That was kind of scary.
Yeah, Cookie.
Just put some brown paper and vinegar on it.
What?
I don't know. He said it, not me. And yet I get it on me because I'm involved. Guilty by association. You know. Just hang a saucepan off it, Emily. You'll be fine. Go ahead.
Jerry Lewis is recovering from a minor heart attack he suffered over the weekend. He was on a cross-country flight from New York to right here in San Diego. The 80-year-old entertainer also has just a touch of the pneumonia, but he's doing extremely well. He's expected to make a full recovery. Here he is last week in Vegas, Jerry talking about his chronic lung ailment.
You cannot easily recover from pulmonary fibrosis, and when you do recover, you haven't really recovered. You can only go so far, and they say that you will have this bad lung the rest of your living days.
What?
Whew. And Paul McCartney and his wife aren't just separated now. They have announced they are divorcing. Aww. And she's not just angry at the tabloid, she's going to sue. Heather Mills McCartney confirms she and Paul will divorce. They'd not mentioned that word when they announced last month they were going their separate ways. Since that time, she has been the target of British newspapers digging up her past, including ones that have published nude and semi-nude photographs of her. News of the World reported she had spent nights with wealthy men when she was in her 20s. Her attorney says Mills McCartney is very distressed by the article and she will sue for libel. And Paris Hilton is kicking off her music career with a hot new single, Stars Are Blind.
They really depend upon this food, and they grow it at absolutely no cost to the city. And here we are spending tons of money.
What am I playing?
Paris Hilton.
Even though the guys are crazy, even though the stars are blind, if you show me real love, baby, I'll show you mine.
What's she showing?
Her stars.
Just show it to you.
Show it to you.
Just show it to you. I'll show you mine there, Toots. Hey.
And this new upcoming self-titled album was inspired by many different styles of music.
My album is a very eclectic mix. I love all.
Hey! Back off!
Sorry, my bad.
P. Hilt is talking.
Got it.
My album is a very eclectic.
Hey!
Sorry.
Oh, he's funnier.
Well, respect.
You got it.
My album is a very eclectic mix. I love all kinds of music. I love rock. I love hip hop. I love pop. I love dance. I love 70s. So my whole album is a complete mix of that.
The album hit stores in Layton in July, just in time for Chainsaw's birthday.
Now, who the hell's going to buy that record?
I'm going to buy it for Chainsaw for his birthday. Come on. Ashley Simpson says, whether you have big boobs or small boobs, there are always pros and cons. If you have bigger, you want smaller. If you have smaller, you want bigger. She adds, quote, I love my boobs. My sister Jessica grew up having a larger chest. Men love it and stare at it, but she needs to wear 2 sport bras to even play volleyball. And you know, Jess plays the volleyball. Here's actress Daryl Hannah, one of 44 people arrested in L.A. yesterday during a protest to save an urban farm. Armed with a court order and riot gear, sheriff's deputies spent about 7 hours evicting farmers and demonstrators from this 14-acre patch of land where the local flowers and crops are grown. The landowner wants that farm now cleared to develop the property. I think he's putting up a warehouse. While chained to a walnut tree, Daryl Hannah on her cell phone told reporters she backs the farmers 100%.
They really depend upon this food, and they grow it at absolutely no cost to the city. And here we are spending tons of money for this eviction. It's such a mistake.
And Bob Dylan will release his first studio album.
Put the flippers back on and get in the water, honey. God. It's a tree.
She's chained to a walnut tree.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. How the mighty have fallen. All right.
Bob Dylan will release his first studio album in 5 years. It's called Modern Times. It'll come out on August 29th. It will be his 44th album. He recorded the 10 tracks earlier this year with his touring band. An American Idol runner-up, Catherine McPhee, will be performing with opera star Bocelli at tonight's JCPenney Jam, the concert for America's kids.
As artists, it is our responsibility and our privilege to be able to do things like this. So this is just the start for me, so I am thrilled to be here.
Wow, she sure did jump into that we need to give back to the community role pretty quick.
Well, from To Kill a Mockingbird to E.T., Hollywood's best and brightest count down the most inspirational films of the last 100 years on AFI's 100 Years, 100 Cheers. It's on CBS tonight. Ben Kingsley says he's a big fan of Searching for Bobby Fischer.
The world...
Oh, you would be. You would be, you boring old man. God.
The world is searching for Bobby Fischer. Because the world needs...
Shut up. Do it in the Gandhi voice. Otherwise, it's not interesting.
Mr. Kingsley does not like to talk about Gandhi.
What a lame ass, never heard of your movie before. God.
Here's Regis Philbin, though. He cheers for Rudy.
That's a great movie. Have you seen Rudy?
Haven't seen
Well,
it
he's
yet.
from Notre Dame.
Oh,
exactly.
It's a great movie.
It is really good.
Movie I could say is totally inspirational to anybody who ever had the impossible dream in front of them. And that is an impossible dream, to play on that football team, you know, because he was of average height, average weight, smallish compared to the other guys on the team. To get on the team and actually play, yeah, it was one of the movies where you just wanted to stand up and cheer.
He's right. That is an inspirational movie. Oh my God, that's such a great movie.
It's a great movie, and Jon Favreau is Rudy's buddy, the big fat lumbering guy is Jon Favreau, and Vince Vaughn is the football player that the coach that disses Rudy. Vince Vaughn is the guy who teases Rudy, and the coach finally says, you never amounted to anything. If you had half the heart this kid has, you'd have made it, you washout. And that was Vince Vaughn.
Before we ever really knew him.
That is
Isn't
right.
that interesting?
Hey, Shelley was actually looking my way and paying.
That was pity. That was pity attention.
Was it?
I promise you. I know the look.
It was a mercy look.
Because I never get it anymore.
Oh, what happened?
Don't even get the pity. Don't even get the pity anymore.
The Mugwump thing.
Well,
is that what it is?
Mike.
Did it erode it?
Nordstrom.com, whatever. I don't know what that hamster's saying.
Or could you edit out the last minute?
And Jessica Alba is one of the Hollywood stars who helped count down tonight's CBS special.
She is also very inspiring.
She's inspired by Erin Brockovich.
Oh, brother.
She was attractive. Yeah. She had a big mouth.
Big rack.
And she was could have been stereotyped as something else.
Yeah.
And through all of that, she really changed a lot of people's lives for the better.
I don't know.
Erin Brockovich.
She changed people's lives.
Oh, and you know why Ben Kingsley thought that Searching for Bobby Fischer was such a great film?
Because he's a dork?
He was in it!
Clever. Oh, now I gotta give him a little pat on the back. Then.
Yeah. Sweet. On ABC tonight, Gina Davis is commander-in-chief for the last time, the final episode tonight, and she'll work to amend the Constitution and pass the Equal Rights Amendment. And then on Fox, last summer, their hit show So You Think You Can Dance is back for a second season. Host Kat Deely says the show is very similar to American Idol.
It's kind of like Idol. You're not necessarily after the best singer. And it's the same with the dance show. We're not after the best dancer. We're after somebody who has that bit of something special, that bit of star quality.
Nice fake accent.
The show's creator is the same guy behind Idol. So You Think You Can Dance airs Wednesday and Thursday nights on Fox. Here's Jack Black. He became a dad over the weekend in L.A. He and his wife Tammy welcomed their son on Saturday, the day before the birth, while promoting his new movie, Nacho Libre. Here's Jack dishing about baby furniture.
There's no reason why you should be walking around with a loose vagina.
Our house has been turned into a complex system of weights and pulleys, baby booby traps everywhere.
And the new movie, Nacho Libre, opens Friday, but he says the box office race isn't the only one he's interested in.
I'm going to be the best daddy on the planet. I'm going to enter the best daddy competition, and I plan to win it.
Okay, shut up now.
Jack is asking himself some pressing questions about fatherhood.
Am I going to put cameras in every room of my house to spy on babysitters to make sure that they don't shake the baby?
Just when I think you've said the stupidest thing ever, you keep talking.
And we like him.
Mm-hmm.
Finally this morning, some people talk on their cell phones while they drive. Others are putting on their makeup or messing around with their iPods. But state troopers in Oregon report a very clean driver of distraction. Oregon State Police in Grants Pass got a cell phone tip about a possible drunk driver. The tipster said the car was weaving and speeding. And so a trooper pulled over Noelani McDonald. Her excuse was she was cleaning, not drinking, and she was talking on her cell phone, too. The officer did find a spick-and-span interior, paper towels, and Armor All. She was busted for reckless driving and reckless endangerment.
She's just trying to drive around Emily's Zit, that's all. Evasive maneuvers.
What choice did she have?
Thank you, Shelley Dunn. I feel so much smarter now.
You are.
I feel like I know stuff.
You do.
Chainsaw Sports coming your way. It's the summer 9 to 5 with the KGB and Q103.
Finally, a one-stop shop for buying, selling, and refinancing a home. It's the Real Estate Advantage, where all real estate agents are also loan officers. With a Real Estate Advantage, you'll save money every step of the way, and they can close most loans in just 2 weeks. Call 619-334-2424. That's 619-334-2424. Remember, most loans close in just 2 weeks. 619-334-2424.
You need the Real Estate Advantage.
Need a night away from the kids or just a fun night out? Well, for only $153, you can have fair admission, parking, a nice dinner, and floor seating for the June 22nd performance of Heart. They will blow you away June 22nd at the San Diego County Fair.
Boy, making your credit card debt go away and lower your mortgage, that's almost like winning the lottery. Think about it. Think about sitting down to pay your bills and you don't have any credit card debt. That killer bill that you have to pay every month, gone. And your mortgage, the other killer, the 1-2 punch, that's way down. My friends at Park Place Funding can make that happen for you by putting the equity that you have earned in your home to work for you. Seriously, if you have credit card debt and you have equity in your house, you're wasting money. Park Place Funding specializes in just that. Now, you call 866-491-FUND, and they'll ask you, well, when's a good time to get together at your house? We'll make this convenient for you. We'll check out this equity, and the credit card debt is gone, and we'll take a look at getting that mortgage down to a much more manageable number. You're talking about saving thousands of dollars over the course of just 1 year, maybe even more. 866-491-FUND for Park Place Funding. 866-491-FUND.
TomTom Go is your portable, everyday GPS solution. Just tap the screen and a helpful voice guides you on your way. Available at Best Buy, Circuit City, and other fine retailers. TomTom Go. Find your way the easy way. Learn more at TomTom.com.
The massive crackdown in Baghdad is underway, and why coffee might help mitigate some of that bourbon damage. Get the latest news 24 hours a day. News Radio 600 KOGO.
Well, after meeting with you, Diane, I'd have to say you're an ideal candidate for this position.
Thank you.
So tell me a little about yourself on a more personal level.
Well, I have hobbies. I paint.
Oh.
I love to travel.
What was the last place you visited?
I went to Vegas a few weeks ago.
Las Vegas.
Well, I was in Canada recently, too.
No, hold on, dear. Just tell me about your little Vegas adventures, Diane.
Oh, well, I love the shopping.
The shopping?
Yes. Speaking of which, is your tie from Ferragamo?
Yes, it is.
I saw it in the forum shops. Good choice.
Las Vegas. Our fabulous shopping can be your alibi.
Well, I'm glad we share a fondness for dressing sharply.
Great.
So, what do you like to paint?
Oh, well, nudes.
Okay.
Prepare your alibi at visitlasvegas.com. Paid for by the Las Vegas Convention and Visitors Authority.
Getting a raise in your allowance is tough. When I ask about it, Dad moans about money not growing on trees and Mom never passing up a sale at the mall. So I figured out another way to make more money. My secret? CRV. Stands for California Refund Value. I just collect the old bottles and cans and get 4 cents for each one. 8 cents if they're bigger. Of course, Mom's gotta take me to the recycling center, but it's near the mall, so she doesn't mind.
To find out how, where, and what to recycle, visit bottlesandcans.com. KGB's Summer of 9 to 5. Caller 10 now gets the hookup.
Thanks, KGB.
Hello. Doug here from Firestone Complete Auto Care.
with a word of caution about all so-called money-saving offers. I study them, and I can tell you most of them are dogs. Toothless little puppies, actually. That's why you come to Firestone Complete Auto Care. Your one-stop for maintenance, repairs, tires, and completely unbeatable offers. Come in now and earn an instant rebate of $20, $30, $40, up to $50 when you buy 4 of our select major name brands, including Performance, Light Truck, and SUV tires. Definitely an offer that's got some teeth. But the savings don't stop there. You'll also get a free cash savings book with $250 in future auto care savings while supplies last. And to prepare for the dog days of summer, an AC Performance check is now only $29.99 most vehicles. So avoid offers that are all bark and no bite. Get instant rebates on hundreds of tires right now at Firestone Complete Auto Care. For a store near you, call 1-800-LOCATE-US.
Sale and savings book with tires ends July 1st, 2006. AC Refrigerant Extra. Instant rebates on designated tire purchases. See store for details.
Dave, Shelley, Chainsaw. DSC on 101.5 KGB.
How you doing there, caller 10? Come on, are you a woo girl? Let me hear a woo. So, who are you?
Ingrid.
I'm sorry?
Ingrid.
Well, now that's an endangered name right there.
That says woohoo all over it.
There's not. All Ingrids are woohoo girls.
That's right.
What's your middle name, Ingrid?
Lucia.
Oh, whoa.
Almost just a whoa in the woohoo, huh?
You got all kinds of exotic names there. What you doing today?
Working.
What kind of work do you do?
I work for the county.
Are you in a cube farm?
Yeah.
Did you hear the Cubicle song I played before?
Oh, I must have missed it.
So great. You know the song? You're beautiful. You know that song?
No.
Lucky.
Yeah, you heard it. It gets stuck in your head forever.
I like that song.
You know what song that I haven't heard in a long, long time? Your old, I probably can't say that because I'm here at work.
What one?
You know the period song?
The what song?
The period song you guys
The
used to hear?
period song. Are you in
No,
a special mood?
I'm not now. Not right now.
Is that Flo
But
in
I was
town,
just thinking
Ingrid?
about that. I haven't heard that in a long time. I used to bust up when I heard that song.
Boy, Ingrid Lucia is crabby today.
What up? Low meter.
You like the Black Crows?
Yep.
Well, you're going, girlie.
Woohoo!
Saturday. I knew you had woohoo in you. Thank you for listening to the KGB.
Awesome.
Gonna hook you up.
Okay.
Stand by. I'm going to talk to Emily.
All right.
You got an umbrella?
Actually, if you stand close enough to her, you won't need one.
Hey, you know what, Ingrid?
What?
All Ingrid Lucias are smoking hot.
Yep. As my husband can tell you the same.
Black Crows all day today. Summer 9 to 5. Just for listening to the KGB. They're playing out at Viejas. So that's a perfect day. Go on out to Viejas, play a little game, do a little shopping, some great restaurants, and here come the Robinson brothers. That's a great day at Viejas. Willows Road, right out there on I-8 East. Chainsaw Now with sports on the KGB. Good morning.
Well, good morning, and thank you, David. And hello again, everybody in the sports world. Padres clobbered the Dodgers 9-1 last night at Petco Park. Mike Cameron doubled, tripled, homered, and with one more single, could have been the first Padre ever to hit for the cycle. Instead, a walk. But with the victory, the Padres are now 2 games out of first place, which the Dodgers now share with Arizona. Padres-Dodgers encore tonight at the Friendly Canines. A first pitch 7:05 at Bark Park on Channel 4. Not a very surprising result at the World Cup yesterday. When you have one country with a tradition of surrender and another with a tradition of neutrality, was it all that surprising that France and Switzerland battled to a 0-0 tie?
No.
Wow. 60 minutes and nobody attacked. Took turns nudging the ball back to their own goalies. Meanwhile, in the national bet,
I want to own a pizzeria, too, when I was a kid. I love pizza. I love it. I love it like I would marry it. But it'd just be an elaborate ploy to eat her whole family at the reception. problem with Mary and pizza is pizza's always hanging out with salad. Salad is like pizza's friendly but annoying friend. Salad's fine sometimes, but once in a while you gotta be like, look, salad, me and pizza want to be alone. Pizza's a great metaphor for America. You know, it started in Italy, and then we brought it over here, and then we made it better than the original, and then we invaded Iraq under false pretenses, and it's got pepperoni and sausage, and I just love it, man. I just love pizza. It's like Italy, and it rules. I'm not that political as a comedian. I don't know. Like, I feel like whether you like him or not, like Bush, like seems like a fun guy. Like he's the kind of guy you invite to the barbecue because you know he's gonna start the wiffle ball game. You know, he's like wiffle ball Tony. He's like, yeah, wiffle ball Tony's here. All right, it is so on. And then one day somebody's like, we're gonna put Tony in charge of everything. And I'm like, we are? The burgers and the potato salad. I don't know if that's such a good idea. Because he's very competitive. He starts going to the neighbor's lawn, challenging them to wiffle ball games. He's like, I heard you want to play wiffle ball. And they're like, we didn't say that. But he starts chucking hamburgers at them. We're like, Tony, what are you doing, man? He's like, they were going to chuck hamburgers at me. But then it turns out they don't even have hamburgers.
The metaphor, David.
They have hot dogs, but they only throw them at each other, so it's cool. But then people get upset. They're like, maybe we shouldn't have gone with Wiffle Tony. Maybe we should have gone with Bookworm Steve, but he's so boring. And then one guy's like, what about Ralph? We could go with Ralph. And we're like, shut up, Ralph. This is no time for joking.
Skitball Association. Thanks in large part to Dwayne Wade's. How many points, Ruthie?
27.
42, stupid. Weren't we even watching?
Your voice knows it and you don't?
I forgot.
42. Shaq had 2 free throws that went down the last couple minutes of the game. I saw that.
Overcame a 12-point deficit to beat the Mavericks 98-96 to avoid the 3-zip hole. Miami now trails Dallas 2-1 in the NBA Finals. Game 4 is when, Ruth?
It's on tomorrow.
No.
It is.
Yes, I
Thursday
told you.
night.
In Miami.
In Miami.
And in the Stanley Cup Finals, who's in that game? Ruth.
Oh, I don't know. Some hockey.
gives a rat?
Oh, well, I
Carolina.
do. I do. I'm the dean. Carolina can finish off Edmonton tonight.
And some Canadian for
tonight. And it's the Oilers, elimination game. They got to win it. They're trailing 3-1. First puck, 5 o'clock our time on NBC. Hockey fans unite. In other sports, Dave.
You know what we're bringing to you next year, Chainsaw?
I don't.
Jokes gone wild.
Right. Bring it.
60 seconds away.
Well, I better make it quick. 9:52, 32 seconds. This is your 101.5 KGB Sports Network. Oh, my.
Chainsaw is brought to you by Vista Plumbing. If you need it, they'll get it. Servicing toilets, faucets, garbage disposal, sinks, ice makers, and more. Custom home and service repair needs. Serving all of North County. Have an experienced plumber help you decide. Visit Vista Plumbing.
At Volkswagen, we sent our top German engineer, Wolfgang, into other dealerships and secretly recorded his test drives. What you are about to hear is real.
Wait, what is the name of this car again? You know, they should call this the punishment. Because it makes people, when they drive it, feel like punished.
Have you ever seen the movie?
No, I have not.
This is the car that's in there.
No.
Yeah, this is the car right here.
This car is not fast, and it's making me furious. Take me to a Volkswagen dealer.
Come into your local VW dealer for a joyride and learn more about the Passat or Jetta. Right now, you can get a Value Edition Jetta with automatic transmission for $199 a month on a 24-month lease. See why driving anything else would be a Doomkopf move.
$23.50 required at signing. Excludes taxes, license options, and dealer charges. Supplies limited. Offer expires July 4th, 2006. Call 1-800-DRIVE-VW for details.
The Volkswagen Jetta. Safe happens. Visit your San Diego Volkswagen dealers.
101.5 KGB.
They're wild. They're crazy.
Hi, I'm Tiffany. You want to see my tan line or my punchline?
College co-ed jokes. The wildest party jokes you've ever seen.
This is DSE's
Jokes Gone Wild.
Brought to you by Honda and Mazda of Escondido.
Let me explain how this works. Joke's gone wild. You know, we like wheeling out the occasional joke of the day player work of art every once in a while. But there are some that had to be bricked off in a special dark, dingy basement here at Clear Channel.
Mm-hmm.
When the FCC got his panties in a twist after the Janet Jackson thing, there are certain things that they said, look, we're just not going to stand this anymore. And by the way, that $30,000 fine, we're going to make it $500,000.
Why not?
It's in the news every once in a while. You might even actually see it.
Here and there.
And they said, well, you just can't play those anymore. There are a few that got extra saucy. Well, Joke's Gone Wild. For the next few Wednesdays, we select one of these jokes. We busted down the brick wall. Thing has to be brought in here like Hannibal Lecter in a hockey mask on that dolly all chained up.
Face mask.
None of the other DJs get their hands on it here. It has to be very carefully played. Now, it's going to be censored like crazy, including the punchline. But if you want to hear it in its entirety, you go to 101kgb.com. This is podcasting. You put it on your MP3 player and hit it. A word of warning. As Emily McGuire put it last week, you can't unhear it.
It's probably what broke her out.
You think that's what it was? Some sort of awful nervous reaction to last week's joke?
Yes.
Because you remember what the affliction that Sandpaper Sammy had.
Yeah, I can't unremember it. You're right.
Wow. How amazing. What
You're not afflicted.
That is an astute observation,
Well,
Shelley Dunn.
I just,
What's the matter, Emily?
2 and 2 together.
Poor little Sandpaper Sammy had the same thing you got.
I'm not popping this one.
Different place, but...
Well, we don't know. Maybe
we don't know
Emily
where that head's been.
Yeah, you're right. I know.
This reminded me of that hunchback joke.
The hunchback joke is great.
I hate that joke.
The hunchback joke is great.
It's awful.
And it's clean.
Why can't I forget that one? I forget all the rest
You can't
of
forget them. You can't
I've
unknow
been
them.
thinking about reuniting the Joke of the Day players to perform that one because that was told by a listener on Stump the Jokes Are. But that one certainly is worthy
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it could be
of
so
a Joke of the Day performance. How do I do that?
That would be awesome.
Right.
You might sit down with a laptop and put that one together.
Cool.
Yeah.
Goody. Glad I mentioned it.
Way to go, Ruth.
It's my favorite joke.
It is not.
Yes, it is. We love that
gross.
joke. It reminds us of all the good times. Good times.
Come on. Going to a bar, picking up a guy, giving him a mercy. Come on.
Yuck. It's horrible.
We love it.
No.
Yes, we do. You shut up. Get off my intercom.
What am I going to do with you?
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Joke's Gone Wild. The KGB.
Please tell me about the joke. Gotta hear the joke of the day. Won't you let me know the joke right
now? Old Skeeter had a hankering for some smooth sipping whiskey. But as he rifled through his pockets for spare change, all he came up with was 2 buttons, a piece of thread, and some lint. A treasure hardly worth the effort spent to find it.
Ooh, but I copped a mighty good feel of myself. That weren't bad.
Skeeter decided to drop in on Eeyore's Pub and Grill and see if he could bum a shot. After all, he lived by those famous words of Miss Scarlet.
Hey, there ain't nothing better than a good stiffy in the morning. Unless, of course, it's attached to a man.
No, Miss Scarlett O'Hara said that?
No, Miss Scarlett O'Skank said that in the last issue of Hot Beavers.
Well, Miss Scarlett O'Hara had said, I've always depended upon the kindness of strangers. So with that in mind, old Skeeter stumbled into the bar. And he propositioned the proprietor, Old Eeyore.
Hey, say there, old Eeyore. How's about pouring me a heap and helping a wild turkey? You know, just for old time's sake. For all the good times we shared. What do you say there, old Eeyore, old pal?
Eeyore reminded Skeeter that the two had never met and kindly asked him to remove his person from the premises.
Tell you what, I'll work it off. I'll do dishes for you.
Eeyore didn't need any help in the dishwashing department.
Well, I'll sweep up. and I'll mop the floors.
Sorry, said Eeyore. Already got a janitor.
Okay, all right. You're driving a hard bargain. I'll give you a
Wow. Wow.
No thanks was the response from a less than flattered Eeyore. Not interested. Besides, he'd heard all these propositions before and he was growing tired of the same weary exchange. And then, from the back of the bar, came an exciting new challenge.
Make him drink the food.
Ugh. Such a vulgar and indelicate suggestion was quite out of line. And the proposal was met with expected reaction.
Drink the
Drink the Drink the Hey, are you sure you don't want to? I hear I'm pretty good.
But no, would not be thwarted. And folks, this was not a nice situation. Especially when you consider the fact that for the past 6 hours, baseball great Len Dykstra, Marge Schott, and the entire Philadelphia Phillies baseball organization have been sitting right next to this barroom spittoon. And old Eeyore, amused at the thought of Skeeter actually taking a sip, humored the crowd and went along with their suggestion. Now, Skeeter was powerful thirsty, folks, and the big brown bottle of Wild Turkey mocked him from its position behind the bar on the top shelf.
Skeeter, I need you. Drink the spittoon, Skeeter, and we can be together at last.
So Skeeter hefted the mighty spittoon. Its contents sloshing to and fro. And as the transfixed crowd watched on, Skeeter raised the vessel to his lips and sipped. The crowd was instantly revolted, and old Eeyore told Skeeter to stop. But he wouldn't. He kept right on drinking from the spittoon.
All right, we get it.
Chainsaw's hiding
under his desk. I don't blame him. He's gone. Left the building.
Patrons began fainting and gagging at their tables as Eeyore pleaded with old Skeeter to stop, but the old man kept drinking. Finally, Eeyore grabbed a bottle of Chivas, smashed it on the bar, and then wielding its jagged edges in Skeeter's face, he commanded the old man to put the spittoon down. Finally, Skeeter pulled the brass jug from his face and set it back down on the floor. Calm soon returned to the establishment as the patrons, who had been rightly entertained, returned to their conversations, each forever changed by what they'd just seen. And a deal was a deal, so Skeeter bellied up to the bar while old Eeyore poured a healthy dose of Wild Turkey. 101 proof. And as he handed over the reward, he asked old Skeeter why he didn't stop when he was told. Old Skeeter simply drained his liquid gold treasure, wiped his mouth on his sleeve, and said,
"Yeah, I tried to.
Good times."
Yeah. That's Chainsaw's favorite, isn't it?
Good times. What's the matter, Chainsaw?
Nothing at all.
Not your favorite.
Huh?
Not his favorite.
Oh, what's not to love?
Well, it got me going there for a second. I'll never forget the
Headphones
time
had to come off.
you came over to watch some fight. I think it was on pay-per-view. It was like early 90s, and my boys were like, what, 5, 4?
They were youngies.
Hey, Brian, Joe, Uncle Dave, come on over and sit on Uncle Dave's knees. And let me tell you, Joe, you had one on each knee and you're tapping up and down. So this guy walks into a bar and like,
Your dad loves this joke.
They loved it.
They did.
They lapped it up. There you go. If you want to hear the uncensored version, you got to go to the website, 101kgb.com. It's jokes gone wild.
Chainsaw.
Dave Shelley and Chainsaw.
Dave Shelley and Chainsaw.
Dave Shelley and Chainsaw.
Dave Shelley and Chainsaw. Back home on 101 KGB.
Hi, it's Glenn Beck. I'm the guy with a new show on Headline News at 9 Eastern and Pacific after Nancy Grace. Now, why did I get a show? Well, maybe it's because I'm not afraid to say what we're all thinking. First, politicians. You get paid to work, not talk. Start fixing gas prices. Get serious about Iraq, Iran, and immigration. Next, Brittany, Paris, Tom, Katie. What kind of idols do our kids have these days? I'm just looking for a little common sense here and there. Watch me, Glenn Beck, every night on Headline News at 9 Eastern and Pacific.
Jenny and Bill are getting an RV and traveling the country when he retires. Think we'll be able to do that too?
I don't know.
How come their retirement's already sounding better than ours?
Bill's in the union.
The Southern California Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Union. Earn up to $60,000 a year with a chance to make more and draw 2 pensions at retirement. That's getting ahead.
Why aren't you in the union?
I don't know.
Experienced journeyman plumbers and pipe fitters wanted. Call 1-800-657-PIPE or log on to pipecareers.com today. So my girl's been raving about this new Asian salad at McDonald's. Says it's amazing.
It's got exotic vegetables and orange glazed chicken. Rick says, yeah, but I don't get salads.
She goes, well, this has
Edamame, toasted almonds, even mandarin oranges. He just says, what's edamame? You've had edamame.
Those tasty soybean thingies?
Yeah.
I like those.
McDonald's new Asian salad brings a fresh tossed mix of colorful vegetables like snow peas, red peppers, and yes, edamame. Grilled or crispy orange glazed chicken, toasted almonds, mandarin oranges. Ooh, and just wait till you try Newman's own all-natural low-fat sesame ginger dressing.
Turns out, it is amazing.
Now guess who does get salads?
Sorry, honey, did you say something?
Enter to win a $700,000 John Lang home for only $200 in the Ronald McDonald House Charities Raffle. Visit sdmcdonalds.com or any McDonald's for details. Ticket sales end June 30th.
At participating McDonald's.
Don't miss your chance to try the epic flavor of Rubio's new spicy fish tacos. They're just $1.69 each for a limited time. That's right. Rubio's new spicy fish tacos are just $1.69 for a limited time. And only at Rubio's Fresh Mexican Grill. Hurry in today.
It's the In-Water Boat Show this weekend at Marine Max with world-class Sea Ray boats and great sale prices like $259 a month for a 20-foot Sea Ray. Marine Max is the world's #1 boating resource. 2385 Shelter Island Drive. See dealer for payment details.
Hey, hon, you gonna cut the grass this weekend?
Nope.
Then what are you gonna do?
Build a deck.
A deck. Right.
I'm serious. Right now, Lowe's has lowered prices on everything I need.
They've lowered prices on lumber?
Yeah, select treated lumber.
What if we wanted Choice Deck?
If we buy over $500 of Choice Deck composite decking, we get a $50 gift card by mail-in rebate.
So what are we gonna put on it?
All patio furniture sets are 10% off.
Should we paint or stain the deck?
Well, we get a $3 mail-in rebate with 1 gallon of Olympic stain.
Wish we had a grill.
We can. All gas grills are 10% off and come with free propane exchange and assembly.
Oh, you thought of everything.
Actually, Lowe's has. In fact, I can ask for special financing for 12 months on any purchase of $299 or more on my Lowe's consumer credit card from June 14th through July 9th. See store for special financing details.
Better hurry down to Lowe's before it's all gone.
Oh, I'd love to, dear, but it's midnight.
Offers may vary. See store for details. Lowe's. Let's build something together.
This happy moment was brought to you by the fun experts of SignOnSanDiego.com by the Union Tribune. Your local guide to music, arts, museums, nightlife, movies, and thousands of restaurants. Go out and have a few laughs. Find your fun at fun.signonsandiego.com. Get on it. Sorry.
Dave Shelley Chainsaw. 101.5 KGB.
Dave Shelley and Chainsaw on 101.5 KGB.
Today's show on the KGB was brought to you by Banner Mattress, Harrah's Rincon, Coca-Cola, Mossy Ford, Mossy Toyota, California Department of Conservation, Giant Used Car Tent Sale, Disneyland, Sequan Resort and Casino, Trophies, California State Lottery, Lowe's, Union Bank of California. And we say thank you to you, friends. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Sure, we've all heard that. What does it mean? Well, find out with Ditch this afternoon when he rolls his 3 songs. But right now, make way for Princess Cindy Pace. Laden with rock and roll and concert tickets. The Black Crowes coming to Viejas. And that's what she's giving away every hour here on the summer of 9 to 5. We're on the radio tonight at 7 o'clock. Replay this one in case you missed Jokes Gone Wild. Or the How I Screwed Up on the First Day at Work.
That was painful.
Coming back your way tomorrow, 5 o'clock. This is KGB San Diego and KTMQ Temecula. Until then, I love your show.
with another Sequan Blue Chip keyword.
Exit. EXIT. Exit.
Not a Blue Chip member? Then sign up now at 101kgb.com. Your next chance to score points happens at 1 from 101.5 KGB, San Diego's classic rock.